Alrighty, everybody, welcome into day 2 of the Matter of Time Mario Kart World Time Trial Tournament hosted by the Mario Party Madness crew. So, we have 5 competitors this time around, since unfortunately Mike had to drop for reasons. But yeah, we'll be running with 5 people for today. We're gonna be playing the other 15 courses, and if we look at the results that are currently standing, we have Iceberg and... Wait, hang on, those points don't look quite right. Seems like things might have not been updated properly on there, but yeah, last time we checked, it was Iceberg and Triss who are in the running right now. But yeah, so we shall be starting once Maple gets back for doing some last-minute prep. So here's who are we going to be playing with. We're going to be playing with Iceberg, Toontriss, Shellshock Prime, Rick, and Salty. And myself and Maple will be on commentary for this. So welcome in, everybody. We shall be starting in just a couple minutes. I'll go ahead and undeafen in the call so that way we can listen into all the other competitors who are going to be participating.
If I see like how the quality is and more of how the people that will watch the streams would see it, because I've been noticing.
Hello, my chat can hear you guys now.
Yeah. Ooh. I've been noticing that higher bit rates can be completely weird.
Yeah, if you go too high up with bit rates, it causes other problems.
Yeah, that'll cause some issues.
At that point.
They do.
I think Twitch caps at like 6 megabits, something like
I think
that.
it's like 8, I think.
Yeah. But what I do...
Well, as long as it's not showing if there's any problems, I don't give a shit, really.
Yeah. What I usually do is I usually stream and do a local recording. The local recording being like a backup just in case if anything happens when it comes to Twitch.
Since I've multi-streamed, typically YouTube is nice and like not fucked, so...
Yeah, YouTube's pretty generous. Lets you go like pretty high, I think. Maybe feels like it's on like no limit on that.
YouTube also lets you stream in 4K, which I don't think Twitch lets you do.
Oh yeah, true.
I'm not even gonna fucking try that. Like, well, it's less because I'm worried about my internet and more because of my eyesight. I can't tell the difference, and because I can't tell the difference, fuck everyone else.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not my problem.
Like I'm debating like when I do decide to multi-stream on Twitch and YouTube, if I want to stream through the VOD channel or my main. I might just do the VOD channel because I want to keep my main channel for something else, like actual edited content.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I had the same thought process,
yeah.
but I had the same thought process, but then because live video, like live, is a different tab.
Yeah, that's what made me realize it should be fine to multi and use it on my main channel, because at least I'm not dividing my audience, and it doesn't clutter up the uploads screen because it separates them out already.
Yeah, I'm working for every piece of scrap I can get, so making anything harder for myself sounds stupid and suboptimal. I'm gonna drive into a Yoshi.
Yeah. Work smarter, not harder.
The only concern that I honestly have is like it's really just the YouTube algorithm because it's so fucking shitty.
Yeah, it's like so like shorts focused. Like there's a like vertical stream feature that'll appear in the shorts feed, and when I do like vertical streams, I get like way more viewers on that compared to like my horizontal streams on YouTube.
And I feel like there's not many like gaming wise. I feel like making a vertical stream is just really awkward.
It is.
Yeah, because you gotta like.
I'll be honest.
Like,
I'm just sat there acknowledging it's chalked. We're fucked.
Every time people try to understand YouTube's algorithm, they change it for the worse.
True.
Every fucking time.
They don't want people to know it. If people figure it out, that's but they no, sorry, you're not supposed to do that.
I mean, so people have, and like, I mean, I think most people have figured it out. It's just not something we like to admit because the answer is quite depressing.
Yeah, and also, even if people figure it out, it's a matter of YouTube tends to push the people they want to push. they're not just gonna push anybody. So
well,
Yeah.
but more so like they very obviously prefer content farms.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, if you're able to like keep
That's
putting
kind
out
of more
content.
what I mean.
Like you gotta be like
Like,
super
I'm-
super consistent.
It's like this really, I'm talking like low effort, really easy to manufacture. Fucking now recently started to be AI shit.
AI
That's
slop,
what I'm
and
talking about.
AI slop, brain rot shit, you
Yeah,
name it, stuff like that.
and like, I mean, it works. Is the
It does.
thing. And that's
It
the
just-
fru-
it just
that's the
shouldn't.
frustrating part. It shouldn't, yeah. That's
should-
what I'm saying. That's what I meant when I'm like, I mean, there is a rhyme and reason to it. It's just the answer isn't very pleasant.
like a bunch of like a bunch of videos on YouTube where it's just an AI voice speaking, like reciting a Reddit post or whatever. That's what gets.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
that's
it doesn't require really much input.
That's what gets views.
What gets me more is the fact that like every once in a while I'll just take a peek at the comment section. It's just like people very obviously like into it, and I'm wondering like, it's so obviously not real, right?
No,
You know it's not real, right?
Unfortunately, that gives people that line of thought gives people too much credit. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
You could also
Yeah.
add rage bait to the algorithm feed. Yep, but that's not only that, but also people stealing content and re-uploading it to their channels as it's their
Yeah.
own.
Yeah, like
God,
they
yeah.
steal it from like some other platform that uploaded here to YouTube.
Sometimes
That-
just straight up
Yeah.
the stealing of the YouTube.
Oh yeah, very true. Yeah, that too.
I've seen that too. Yeah, I've seen that too.
That or like somehow people decide to just take everything somebody said in a video, but replace them with some random AI image and with an AI voice, and they say everything word for word. Just same content, different character. That's not
Different
even real.
skin. God.
Yeah.
It makes it so much harder to find because they've
Yep.
replaced like just enough
Yeah.
that
Hey,
like
hello?
content ID and stuff won't trigger.
hey man, can I
Hello.
copy your homework?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so
Oh,
here.
welcome back, mate.
Let me turn off. Okay, let me just deactivate the webcam now from OBS so I can have it for the Discord call. Okay, here. All right, I see everybody's practicing now. So here, let me just.
I'm not
Are we?
practicing.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just
So-
sitting on that menu.
I've literally been driving in circles to make sure my stream quality is decent because
I'm
you
I'm
know,
sitting in
okay,
photo
okay,
mode
okay.
with the duck.
Yeah, it's the duck.
I've been
It's so
doing
funny,
I've been doing research. I haven't been practicing.
I
That is
just
totally fair.
unmuted my TV and it's blasting the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe title screen. I was like, hey, nice.
Nice. Here, webcam. Okay, let me just deactivate you, and then I can do it in voice call. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so, all right, you guys basically know the drill. You guys have 8 minutes to put up the best times on each of these courses. Once the time runs out, you guys have to swap over to the next course. Unless you're still in the middle of a run, you can wrap up that run and then move on over, but just know that cuts into the time for your following course. For this one with Rainbow Road specifically, we're going to be adding an additional 5 minutes to that for 13 minutes total. And
How are we triggering that, by the way?
I'm sorry?
How are we triggering the Rainbow Road anyway?
What do you
I
mean?
think they're asking if we do the intermission or.
In time trials, you can just see it on the map.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
south
You
of,
should just
Circuit.
be able to see it on the map. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Or
should.
Peak
Yeah.
Stadium, I mean.
Um,
If you've
Yeah.
unlocked.
Oh, actually,
I think-
did you unlock?
But have you not
Rainbow
unlocked
Road?
Rainbow Road?
That's okay.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's
oh.
I don't think I was exactly in contention here, so I think I'll be okay.
That's okay.
I suppose you.
we'll just assume you tied the world record.
Perfect.
I suppose what you can do for that is
Put
you
it up,
can get
maybe?
extra time to go back to the extra than the 40 minutes to go back, maybe.
Yeah, Rick, when we get to the 40 minutes, race over to Grand Prix and see if you can unlock.
Yeah, unlock Rainbow Road, and by the time you're done, it's already time's up.
Oh my god.
That'd be great, actually.
Rick, you could easily do it.
Is it just the last cup?
It's just the last cup. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. If you have the special cup unlocked, otherwise I think it's you just need to have cleared each of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, you gotta clear each Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Aren't all of? Oh wait, no, I'm fucking stupid.
No worries. But yeah, no. So for I guess just like everybody, try your best, try to play in the best times, and just like yesterday, we'll have a brief intermission after the 8th course for tonight, which will be not Bone Dry. I keep on thinking Bone Dry. Dry Bones Burnout.
Oh my god, wait,
Yeah,
I was like, what's wrong
up.
with that? What's wrong? It's Bone Dry Dunes. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh boy, if they bring that back, they really need to give it a major overhaul.
No, it's okay. We're talking about a good course this time.
Exactly.
With not Bone Dry
Thank you,
Dunes.
by the way, because I've talked for years about how bad that course is, and everyone like gaslights me. And like, no, it's a good course. What are you talking about?
I never liked Bone Dry Dunes. It's not good.
There are very few courses that I hate. I actually don't hate Bone Dry Dunes, but it's definitely like probably the weakest course in all of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which, with 96 courses, well, then again, you got Toad Circuit.
Yeah.
A Toad Circuit is ironically good.
I'd rather go Toad.
You know, it's time for me to come to Toad Circuit's defense. At least it's not Baby Park.
I always get hyped for Toad Circuit. You gotta hit him with the Toad Circuit!
Oh my god.
That's while we're waiting to start. Let me
Oh
enter
my
in
god,
Maple.
just the hype, man.
Baby Park. Piece of
Okay,
my soul.
all right. So everybody here is up and ready to go.
Question.
Are we good to finish?
Wait, what
Let me go back to franchise mode now.
So question, Maple. Because now there's less of us playing. There's only like
5
of us. Do we still disperse and go to different voice calls, or does
it's honestly, guys, if anything, maybe you guys could just all be in the same voice call. Because 5 doesn't seem like that overwhelming. It's up to you guys. Would you guys be okay with just being in the same voice call?
I like the lower numbers, honestly, but
I have a question.
I forgot to ask. That's all. Go ahead.
Since Matt isn't in this anymore, may I take Matt's points for every time they beat me in the Mushroom Cup?
I will. Okay, so you know what? We'll see how many points everybody has at the end while still counting up Matt's points.
Okay,
Matt will still get like 1 point for like all the other courses after this, because Matt still did partake in the first half.
I mean,
yeah. But still,
I was gonna say I was mostly kidding, but like if you're actually considering it, like making a choice like that before we start instead of the end is probably better.
Well, for that one, no, I mean, Matt still kind of did earn those points, and I would like him to still be on the standings.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for someone.
I wasn't saying. Okay, look, the actual argument I was gonna have for it is because I didn't know what times I had. I actually had assumed I had beaten Matt in Mushroom Cup. That was why I was so annoyed.
Alright.
But like, I was mostly taking the piss. I didn't actually expect you to consider it.
Well,
yeah. Okay, so here, let me just. Okay, I think that's. You know what? That's fine. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, everybody, you guys could just head off into your voice calls then. Iceberg and Salty in one, and then Shell, Rick, and Tris in the
Oh,
other.
I didn't realize that it was just the two of us. So I guess if you want to join, then that's fine. I was like, I don't want to have necessily like 10 people in one call.
Oh yeah, no, it's
okay.
just gonna be 5.
Yeah, I think 5 people in one call isn't gonna be that bad.
I think you guys could stay here in Live 7. I think maybe Mangalore, TJ, and we could all move to Live 1.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then we'll just hop back in here when everything's said and done.
All right.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's good. Alright.
Okay, so best of luck, guys. I will send you guys the countdown in the private chat when we are good to go. We should start up in just under a minute.
Okay.
All right,
Sounds good.
Okay, good luck.
All right, thanks. Okay.
Alrighty.
I love that. I love that sound effect for the calls, PJ.
Yeah, it was a coin toss between that and March. I think the hit going towards my pitches. I was like, this one's a little more appropriate for all servers. So.
Oh, okay. No, I get you on that. Here, let me turn up your volume just a little bit. Okay, I'll have my webcam on, and let me just update the Discord VC, so it's going to be taking live 1. Oh, right. I have to resize this. I didn't resize the Discord VC window yet. All right, here. This should just take a second here. Transform, edit. No, not that. Transform, edit. Okay, that's gonna be 64, so 1280. Good. Okay.
All right,
And
and
then
there's my
size. Okay. Okay, there we go. Alright, I don't want to cut into like anybody else's. Okay. Alright, it's a little bit tight on there, but that's okay. Alright, here, let me lock that in, and okay, we got the layout good to go. Alright, you guys ready?
Yep, we are ready to go.
Alright, let me get the timer up.
I shall get the information for Peach Beach up. And
Okay, 8 minutes ready to go. Oh, here, let me just transition that. Okay, we are all set. Let me play the hype startup music. I do not need this chill music there anymore. Oh, no, not that. Okay, starting up in 30 seconds. All right. Everybody who's watching, I hope you guys are hyped up and ready to see some high-octane action from all of our competitors tonight.
yes, very excited to see our players go at it in the final 15 tracks of Mario Kart World. So from yesterday, I believe we have Iceberg and Triss in the top 2 right now.
All right, and go.
And we have started.
Whoops. Go. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alrighty,
Timer start.
So looking at the information we have for Peach Beach, the world record uses Bowser on the Real Racer. So this is a very water and like terrain focused track. So this will be a very good combo for anybody who uses it. We got Iceberg, rockin' Bowser, Real Racer, Triss still going with the Cataquack, Mock Rocket. Shellshock told us that they'd be switching over to Koopa for today's stream, and Rick's rocking the Dry Bones on the Dread Sled with Salty on the Yoshi Real Racer.
Yeah. You know, I do see, like, right off the bat, Iceberg kind of going with that, well, actually, Iceberg and Salty both going with that pro strat, trying to hop off the lampposts at the start. To be completely honest, I did try to put up a time myself, just for, like, anybody to kind of, like, have for reference, and I did try my hand at that, but it doesn't seem that much worth it, like, for a competition like this, because, like, it's only going to save you, what, like, maybe, like, a quarter of a second?
Yeah, it's probably not as big of a time save as, like, getting other strats on this course, so... but hey, you never know, that fraction of a second could make a difference, because I think we had a few tracks yesterday where it was, like, 1/10 of a second difference.
Yeah, no, some of those time differences were absolutely wild. But yeah, no, actually, TJ, like, what have you been thinking of the competition so far? Just like pretty exciting stuff?
Yeah, it's been really cool to see. It's been really, I've definitely been enjoying, like Nicola said, some of the courses have been absolutely on like a razor's edge. We're like 100ths of a second off. So it'll be really interesting to see, I guess, how that changes and how their scores develop. Especially with Triss and Iceberg, as close as they are in the competition, it really leaves a pretty tense match going for whoever.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. Actually, let me also just pull up the. I haven't pulled up the spreadsheet since yesterday. Actually, let me just see the scores. I did update it briefly for you know, the smaller number of players. I know it's still pretty tight between Triss and Iceberg. I think they're only like, what, 5 points off and only 5 seconds off from each other?
Yep, we got some times coming in. We got a 148 from Triss, 156 from Rick, and a 158 from Shellshock. Still got Iceberg, who's still at the start, trying to nail down that beginning strat, so... with the 8-minute timer, you got a couple minutes to spare to try and nail some of those strats, but eventually you do want to get a run submitted, so we'll see at what point they begin just skipping out on that strat to go with the rest of the course normally. You got Triss, Shellshock, and Rick going for their second run, trying to see if they can shave some seconds off of that. Looks like Triss is implementing the pull bounces at the start now.
Okay, we're sitting at just under 5 minutes for our first course.
Alright, Iceberg coming in, taking the shroom cut right here. Going around the rail and hopping on, missing the coin right there, unfortunately, but there's still plenty more coins to grab on the glider section. With the extended hitbox from Bowser, you can get, like 3 of the coins, maybe even 4 if you can line it just right.
Oh, okay. I see Triss pulling off that lamppost hop right at the very start. That's pretty nice to get that just consistently like he did.
Yeah, very good execution there. With the cycle of the Shy Guys at the start, you can actually get the 3 coins trailing behind the second Shy Guy in the jet ski.
Yes, actually. When I was trying that earlier today, I was able to pull that one off, but the timing is very tricky. You have to get there fast enough for Shy Guy to be right in the proper spot for it.
Yeah, and you gotta make sure not to hit him, otherwise you end up losing the run.
Exactly. Not as damning as falling off a course, but still, you don't want it.
Yeah. We got Iceberg coming in with a 146, which I think puts them in the lead over Triss's 148.
This is, Iceberg's trying to make some moves here. I mean, having the heavy Bowser Kart with the real racer definitely does give him an edge on this one. But,
yeah.
You know, we'll see how, like, the higher acceleration of some of these characters can impact this with the boost that they're going to be getting.
Yeah, because with the acceleration stat, that also influences your mini turbo stat, which isn't, like, as crazy broken as it was in any Deluxe. All it does here is just determine how long your boost lasts for, so it's not like any of that charge time and, like, speed bonus nonsense from Deluxe. Alright, I think Salty came in with a 150.
I've been seeing each of them take different approaches for the gliding section. Do we know if it's faster to land on the ground during that?
Yeah, so that's actually...
Or if it's more important to take the coins?
Yeah, no, that's something that I've also been kind of like wondering about, because I noticed like the world record holder just takes a straight shot, just going through the coins and everything. But I wonder if that might be dependent on like what your setup is, like if you're choosing like a heavy character or a lightweight character. Like when I tried running it, I stayed in the air for the most part, but just went off of one of the ramps and tried to take like some of the rails to try and keep my speed up.
Yeah, so I've been seeing, some players like go for the coins and then land on the rail, and then I think they try to do a rail hop and then so that way they can land into the water in a boost and get like the double like jump through the water. It's like throwing a rock across the water and watching it like jump across it. Alright, I'll see if there's any other times here coming in. So we got Shellshock restarting, maybe getting some intel on like the ghosts for this course. Racing against their own ghost. Oh, are you still there, Maple?
Oh,
Yeah, no, sorry.
Okay,
it's been a very busy day, so I didn't get a chance to charge my phone. I don't want it to die on me for the timer.
Okay, gotcha.
Alright, so we're actually getting close to just a minute left on this one already. Alright, let me drop that notification. Okay, let's see what everybody can pull off in these last 60 seconds. Get that adrenaline rush in you.
You got Rick coming in with a 156 their name. Link just behind their... Actually getting a new PB on their Ghost, so a nice improvement.
Nice.
Looks like Triss is about to come in with a new time very shortly, just ahead of their original Ghost, but their Ghost is catching up because it does have a water speed advantage over the Mach Bike. But looks like the lines from everywhere else in the course is going to make a difference for a nice PB over the Ghost they had before the tournament, with a 146.
Yep, no, exactly. Okay, we're getting down to about 10 seconds left.
And the next track will be Salty Speedway. I'll get the information for that on standby. This will be a very fun track to watch, because this one's got a lot of really fun strats.
Alright, 8-minute timer starting up now. Salty.
Oh yeah, Maple knows here webcam is off on my end.
Ah, okay, yeah, sorry. I had to turn that off for the setup. Okay, here. Let me do that. Alright.
Let's see.
Okay, this is another kind of interesting one. I know that with Peach Beach, for the most part, the line's going to be the same, except for that one paraglider at the very end. But Salty Speedway, you have a number of different methods to kind of approaching this one. Like, I can't seem to get it consistently enough to take that one shortcut at the start. I mean, I could use the mushroom through the boxes sometimes, but I do want to try and hold on to that for the cut at the very end. It's kind of difficult to weigh your options with those two shortcuts.
Yeah, we see Triss like using the mini turbo to break through that box. That way they don't have to use the mushroom. And with Salty Speedway, we've got a Wiggler on the Real Racer. So Wiggler is around the same stats as Bowser, just with slightly less speed in some areas, but with a little bit more handling, which will be handy for a more twistier track like this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw Iceberg was... Yeah, he was trying to go for that world record strat, trying to just, like, cling on to the rail, but it didn't quite hang on.
Yeah, it's a bit tough to, like, be able to go around the boxes and just land onto that rail into, like, a very short wall ride into getting on top of the rail. There's also a strategy after the top path where you can hop off to the right, bounce off the column, and a tree to cut off the turn. So we'll see if any of our competitors do that here. And of course, the shroom spot is to use it at the final shortcut up here and break through all the boxes.
Yeah, no. I do appreciate the ending portion of this course, because just like I like Koopa Cape is one of my favorite courses of all time. So just like any course that has just like fast like river rapids to kind of go through, it just fills me with so much excitement.
Oh yeah, the downstream section at the end is just super fast and just like it's super chaotic in races. Everybody just going at so much higher speed. It's like 200cc for like a little bit.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. Would you guys say that this is your favorite one of the water courses in the game, or any other ones that like kind of come to mind?
Yeah, I'd say this one's probably my favorite of the water courses. It's got some really fun like tech you can work with, and I love using a feather at the end shortcut where you can hop up onto the rail and just go around the boxes.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, that's a really good idea for that one.
Yeah. It is also possible to get up there without a shroom and a charge jump, but it's like super precise, and I've only done that like maybe once or twice, and like just free roam experimenting. And I think we have the first time coming in from Triss with a 210 to their name. Ooh, and Iceberg getting a nice wall ride onto the top path.
Ah, he just missed the dismount onto the column though. But still, like that one successful shortcut is really going to pay dividends.
Absolutely. And Salty coming in with a 213 to their name.
Okay, Trish just came in with like a 210, right? So that's really not that far behind. Wow, okay, wait, so...
What happened to Rick there? Just saw them.
It looks like Salty is exactly 3 seconds behind.
Oh yeah, 3 seconds behind exactly.
Wait, I think Salty put their time on Shell Shock.
Oh no.
Yeah, here. Let me fix that there.
We're all for helping teammate for other players out. Like, here, I'm gonna give you my time as my as your submission. So go ahead and take it.
Actually, let me just see like what Shell's up to on there.
So an interesting thing with water in this game is when you land in the water, you can...
Shell trying to take that caught up the last lap.
Shell getting nice 224.
Okay, Shell clocking in at a 224.
Yeah, the thing is with water in this game, when you land in it, you can, like, input a trick while you're under the water, and then it'll automatically, like, launch you to a trick. And then once you launch back into the water for that jump, it's possible to input another, jump boost from there. That way you can get double the amount. I think on some courses I've seen, like, maybe 3 happen, but it's, like, I don't know, it feels like frame perfect at times. We got Iceberg making the switch over to Peepa.
Yeah, no. Like, I kind of wish that they... Well, I wouldn't want it to be, like, super easy, but I kind of wish that it would be, like, maybe, like, a little bit more lenient with, like, trying to get stunts in on the water. Because the water is just, under so many circumstances, just so slow compared to just driving on land.
Yeah, it's just the consistency.
Like, it would kind of make more sense if, like, maybe they made it easy for, like, the first... Yeah. Like, maybe making it easier for, like, the first 2 hops, but then progressively getting more difficult if you try to keep it going.
Yeah, it's sort of like, yeah, like... It makes me think of Power Bounce from, like, the Paper Mario series, where, like, the first 2 jumps are pretty easy, but, like, when you get to the later jumps, it just gets to, like, frame-perfect stuff.
Yeah.
We got...
Yeah, I could never pull that off, like, the same way that some people do in Thousand Year Door. And, Triss coming in with a 212.
Yeah, nice.
Not quite as good as their original time.
But yeah, I think they came in with a 213 earlier, maybe? I don't remember. But, we got...
No, that was Salty.
Oh, yeah, Salty, yeah. Do you have Icebergs? Okay, so Triss is on the lead with a 210, and Iceberg switched over to Peepa on the baby blooper, switching over to something familiar for the course. So with all these, like, super heavy, low handling combos, it's going to be quite the difference in handling.
Yeah, especially with these more swervy courses, it really helps to be on something you're comfortable with, because something that might be just off the handling you're used to could really mess you up.
Yep. Oh, Iceberg getting one of the pulldowns
exactly.
there. Yeah, and sometimes
also,
you gotta pick
like,
comfort over...
It's just always important just to use a combo that you're used to. Like, I know that there's some combos that are supposed to be the best, but, you know, just drive what you're used to. That'll be your best.
Yeah, it's all about consistency, not necessarily optimizing.
Okay, 1 minute left.
Ooh, Salty gets a 210. I think they might be maybe a tenth of a second behind,
Oh,
Triss.
Is that?
That's a 210.5, and I think Triss maybe got a 210.6, so they might be slightly ahead.
Oh my goodness. 538 to 518.
Oh, that is
so
super
close.
tight. Yeah, 20 millisecond difference.
Oh my god. Okay, we got less than 30 seconds left. If Salty wants to, they could take one more crack at it.
Yeah, looks like they might be opting just to get ready for the next course.
I think Salty's going to settle on that one and just get ready for the next one, which is going to be Dino Dino Jungle.
With how close it is, you do have to wonder if Salty might consider going back later.
Yes, our races might be able to...
Triss might even try going back later, because, like, who knows, but yeah. Time up.
Alright, we got Rick coming in with one more time very soon, and Triss also coming in with one last minute time, so we'll see if they can both extend their lead a little bit, because, like, yeah, it is still neck and neck between Salty and Triss. That is a 210.2, so they just extended their lead by 0.3 of a second. And Rick coming up to 219.
Salty's still sitting on Salty Speedway. I'm surprised he's not starting up Dino Dino.
Yep, time to make that switch over to Dino Dino. So, let's look at the information for Dino Dino. So, world record has a cow in the Lil Dumpy. That's, it's gonna be a very terrain-focused course, and there is a strat at the start where you bounce off the dinosaur to get like a, sort of pole bounce, but using the dinosaur's legs. And
right, yeah, no, I do remember seeing that. Like, it is kind of an interesting choice, because, like, I've always felt like, I know some people swear by, like, Little Dumpy, but, like, the handling just feels so poor on that car. Like, I don't know, maybe I just have to get used to the way it feels.
Yeah, the handling's only good on terrain courses, because, yeah, it gets a huge terrain boost for handling and speed there, but all other, like, water and land, then, yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And for laps 2 and 3, there is another shortcut where you can stick to the right of the wide open area underneath the bridge, and there's like a little egg-like nest there you can ramp off of to get onto the wall and cut off the turn. So we'll see if any of our competitors use that shortcut.
Yeah,
here.
no, that is... Yeah, it's a really cool cut.
So we got Salty running with the Lil Dumpy on Yoshi. And looks like Triss jumping over the egg nest right there. Oh yeah, and hopping onto the dinosaur in the middle here is, yeah, faster. And you can get some, like, rail flips on there, and it actually keeps you on the dinosaur. So you can do, like, a right flip on there, but it's like, you're still magnetized onto that. The dinosaur rails have a lot more magnetism compared to your typical rails in the game.
Yeah, no, it's a really interesting tech how you could just like keep on doing like sideways stunts just to kind of like keep on giving you a boost while still staying on the same rail, quote unquote.
Yeah, it's very interesting how some of these like rail properties can be. And of course, you gotta watch out for the dinosaur on lap 2 and 3, because that could squish you and end your run.
You know, I've always really enjoyed Dino Dino Jungle, like especially in like the original with Mario Kart Double Dash, but like like this version just seriously just takes the cake for me as like the best version. Just like turning it into like what looks like a Jurassic Park setup is just genius.
Yeah, it's a really nice direction they went with the layout for it, and it's just, yeah, it's just amazing how they implemented it. I love the free roaming around it, because it's got some like nice like elevation to explore in the actual like dome area.
Yeah, I actually still need to get on that. Like, I haven't really taken enough time to, like, really, you know, really explore up there.
Yeah. Oh, we have some times coming in. We got a 2:05 from Rick. I saw a 1:55 from Triss. I didn't see what time Shellshock got.
Shellshock also got a 2:05.
Okay, okay.
Just a little bit faster than Rick.
Alright.
Okay, so they are neck and neck right there. Looks we got Iceberg running with the world record combo for Dino Dino Jungle, so we may see, they probably, looks like their strategy is to go with the world record combo for maybe a few minutes, and then maybe later on in the time they switch back to their usual, like, online combo, just for some comfort. Hello, Cantaloupe and Shadow. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you guys are having a good day.
Also, hey, Sean. Yes, I'm using hacks.
Cheater. Alright, Salty's gonna be coming in with a time very shortly. So the shroom spot on this track is across the big off-road cut inside the dome section. We have Salty coming in with a 1:55, like, very close to Triss. I think they might be in the lead, because I think Triss had, like, maybe a 1:55.4?
Actually, what was...
Yeah, you would be right.
Yeah.
So Salty should take the lead with this.
Yeah, Salty's in the lead by 2/10 of a second.
I do feel like Salty could have actually maybe potentially gotten a sub 1:55. He did hit the grass a couple of times close to the end there.
So yeah, it's definitely room for improvement there, but they do have the lead at the moment.
No, Sean. Alright, oh yeah, here, I need to... Okay, 3 minutes. Okay, we're about 3 minutes left.
We're at the 3-minute mark, so time for a little bit of, for some resets here and there, but definitely lock in with your runs eventually. And we got Iceberg coming in with a 153, so that cow speed bonus really came in clutch, giving them like a 2-second lead over Triss and Salty.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because Cow gets a huge terrain and speed bonus, and has like the handling of like Wario, and acceleration, because that acceleration does give you a little bit better mini turbo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that is true, that is true. I know we've been talking about just like how valuable it is to use like, you know, lightweight characters, but I just really like that there are like different courses where various characters have opportunities to shine.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, some courses are more lightweight focused, some of them are the actual speed combo focused, so it's like, it's not as like, it's like one set to like a meta combo as you'd think when it comes to time trials.
Oh, great. One of my viewers redeemed for me to wear a hat, so, do I have...
I am already wearing one.
I gotta get a fan up in here. It's gonna be way too hot wearing one of those things. Let me just, here, actually, we're getting close to the end of this, so, Sean, when we move on to the next course, I'll try and get that going.
Yeah,
it is we're just over a minute left, so let's see what these guys can do for the remaining time here.
And then I believe we got Great Question Block Ruins next. Get that information loaded.
Yeah, no. Like, honestly, between Great Block Ruins, well, Great Question Block Ruins and Dry Bones Burnout, like, those are my two favorite courses in this game. They're both just incredible layouts.
Yeah, Question Block Ruins is gonna be, has some of the most, probably the most tech-heavy track, and probably the least bagger-friendly of all the courses in Mario Kart World, in my opinion. Because if you fall behind on Question Block Ruins, you are not coming back. Alright, so Shellshock's just waiting for the next course to start up. Looks like they're satisfied with their current time, and we got some last-minute runs coming in from the rest of our competitors.
Alright, alright. Alright, Salty's gonna make one more push. I do think Salty could potentially take this back, depending on how this goes.
Yeah, they do have to compete with Iceberg's 153, and they may be able to get a maybe 54 or 3 out of this.
Alright, time up.
Time up. Let's get moving to Great Question Block Ruins. So, the world record combo for this course is Bitty Bud on a Mach Rocket. So it's a lightweight focused course. So there are some crazy strats that are utilized here with some, especially toward the end of the course, where you do a charge jump and then bounce off the rings at the end for some crazy stuff. Got some last minute times coming in.
Right back in just a second.
Okie dokie. A last minute 2:04 from Rick, getting a nice improvement over their previous record. And so, yeah, the lighter combos are definitely going to be at the advantage here on this course. So we got Iceberg sticking with Peepa, since that's a very light combo. Shellshock is a pretty good combo for this track, since Mach Rocket is the meta combo for this one. Triss still rocking the Cataquack, was it Mach Rocket? There is a rail very tight on the beginning of the S-turns there, so if you're able to land on that and do a left hop, you can get even more time save out of it, so that's crucial to getting the fast times here. It looks like Triss is about to go for going around the shortcut here, just playing it safe, because it is a very advanced cut right there. Salty's, yeah, just starting up, downloading the world record ghost, just getting some intel of what to do for this course. So when it comes to using the shroom at the start here, you do want to like boost and then hit a little mound of off-road there, that way you can ramp onto the rail, because the shroom is not enough to get you through the entire shortcut, but if you can like ramp off the little mound of like dirt in the middle of the cut, then you can make up for the extra distance. So you got Iceberg doing just that, jumping off the rail. Yep, lands on the rail from the little mound there, but unfortunately does not get enough airtime to hit the rail in the center of the S-turn. So let's see if any of our competitors will be using the ring bounces toward the end. Welcome back, Mabel. There is also one more strat that's in the middle of the at the end of the S turns, where you can, like, do a wall ride in the little, like, sliver of, like, wall around one of the turns, which is super precise. We definitely won't be seeing that performed here, but the world record does that, which is insane, like, with the wall riding potential in this game.
Okay, I know what hat I'll wear. Okay, Sean, here, this is what you redeemed.
Oh, that is a nice hat, Maple. Here, I'm putting it on caster cam just for a better look at that.
Yeah, no, I mean, we got Rainbow Road coming up later tonight. Why not?
Very true, very true. The 2 rainbow hats on stream.
Oh, you got a rainbow hat too? Nice.
Yep, I got a little, like, squeaky horn on my hat. Oh, we got Iceberg performing the ring bounces toward the end and landing it very nicely. And looks like Shellshock's coming in with a time of 2:30 to their name.
Alright, just under 5 minutes. Alright, nice.
We got Salty switching over to the Mock Rocket for this course. Unfortunately, their Mushroom Boost runs out before they can hit the rail, and if your boost runs out, then you will not have the momentum to launch over to the rail.
I know a lot of it kind of comes down to, like, if you can pull off that one stunt off of that little bump in the dirt when you take that tight turn. I've never been confident to actually go for that myself, so props to anybody who gets that and can actually nail it consistently. Ooh, Ice just misses that ring. I mean, clears the gap, but still.
Yeah, the lane's very wide, unfortunately.
Definitely better than just taking the regular way.
Yeah, when it comes to doing the first, like, shroom cuts, when I was first learning it, I would actually, like, release my mini turbo, like, right before my mushroom boost lands out. That way I still had some boost, like, while going through the off-road. That was until I learned how to do the little stunt in the middle of the cut there. But if you're able to, like, release your mini turbo through the cut there, then you can actually still get the speed you need to get off the rail and land on the S-turn rail.
Yeah. Okay, we're getting down to 3 minutes left. Just about.
Oh, Iceberg unfortunately falling at the end of the course there, losing the run.
That's unfortunate.
And Triss is coming in with another time. Looks like it will be a 2:16. I just love Catquack's animation where it just flips the camera up.
Oh, yeah. I've never tried using that tech, like, when playing in multiplayer. Apparently, you can aim your camera and your items will fire in that direction. Like, I know you gotta, like, map your controller to make something like that work.
Yeah, I kind of... I think either you use a claw grip or you, like... I think sometimes I use my middle... I switch to my middle finger to do the drift and then use my index finger and just move the camera around. That way I can get those, like, side shots. Because if you're, like, off one side of the road, then with all the other players on the other side, then it just becomes like a little shooting gallery.
Yeah. Damn, that first shortcut is just such a leap of... Well, yeah, basically like a leap of faith right there, because you're kind of going into it blind.
Yeah, what I do for, like, that first shortcut is, like, I time my mushroom boost, like, right when the, I think when the main road is sort of widens, because there's, like, a little, like, brick path that sort of, like, lines the inside of the first turn. That's where I time my mushroom boost, and from there I can get the little mound, like, a bit more consistently.
Okay, so we're getting close to 1 minute left, and Ice and Salty have yet to put up a time.
Okay, they definitely want to get something submitted ASAP. Looks like Rick's just getting ready for the next course. What is the next course? Oh, yeah.
I believe that's gonna be Cheap Cheap Falls?
Okay, yeah, Cheap Cheap Falls. Iceberg getting the pole bounce off that into the ring bounce. Very nice execution there. Yeah, there's a couple different ways to do the ring bounces there, but you could like charge jump on the bottom path, or if you take the rail on the right-hand side, you can like bounce off the pole and use the trick boost to launch yourself into the ring.
Okay, Salty just barely managed to get to that rail in time before his boost really ran out too much.
Very close there. Just one more lap to go.
And I can understand like wanting to just take like the lower path. That is a much safer option to try and get this shortcut consistently.
Yeah, I find this way more consistent going the top path, because sometimes you land on top of the pole there, and it's actually, programmed as off-road, so you lose all your momentum from that.
Yep. Okay, Salty about to put in a time, and it looks like Ice is not far behind.
2:17.
Ice is definitely going to put up a better time, but is it going to be the best one?
2:14 from Ice.
Yeah,
Alright, time up.
Alright, time is up, and we're switching over to Cheap Cheap Balls. So, let's pull up the information for this course. Alrighty, so, we have a, for world record on Cheap Cheap Balls, we had a Toadette on the Real Racer. This is a very water-focused track toward the end, and, there's, like, one, like, wall hop at the start, which, it used to be, like, very inconsistent when the game first released, but one of the updates, I think, made the rails you hop onto, like, less breakable, so it's a little bit more consistent to pull off. There's also, like, a charge jump in the middle of the water section where you hop over one of the shortcuts and you can just, cut off the turn. We got a last-minute 2:27 coming in from Shell Shock on Question Block Ruins.
Nice, nice.
And then the big doozy is, like, landing the shortcut toward the end there, because, the water physics in this game are really, really wonky, especially on, like, turns like this, and you just gotta combine that with a mushroom boost and not go too tight on the turn, otherwise Lakitu grabs you. So I imagine we're gonna see a lot of runs lost to that final shortcut at the end.
You know, part of me is kind of wondering if it's like, I know that they have that one path where you can kind of like leap off a rock, go up on a tree branch to take that upper area. I think I remember seeing somebody take a strat where they just bounce off the trees over that area as a potential cut.
Yeah, there was, I think some people called it like the Tarzan strat. It does, allow you to bounce off the top and then cut off the inner turn, because like even though the off-road on the shortcut itself in the middle of the water section stops your drift, the off-road on top of the wall does not stop your drift if you drift through it.
Oh, that's actually really interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting how like the off-road is like programmed differently. But yeah, when it comes to the final shortcut, yeah, that will end your drift if you try to drift through that.
Yeah, like they're just not expecting anybody to actually get up there. How did you do that?
Like, wow, we didn't program that. Kudos to you.
Well, thank you so much for playing our game.
Thank you so much. And we got Iceberg switching over to the Real Racer, because yes, that water speed bonus will definitely help you out. It's not just a speed bonus, it's also a handling bonus, so it will definitely make driving through the water easier. Yeah, landing the end.
Getting down to the 5-minute mark on this one.
5 minutes to go. Alright, we got Rick coming in on the final turn. Hopefully, just going around the shortcut here, playing it safe. 2 mushrooms to their name. Use those last 2 shrooms and get that 231 to their name. Ooh, Iceberg landing the, yeah, I just saw Iceberg do the beginning shortcut where they, cut off the turn and hop onto the rails, right before the first temple.
Oh, yeah. Really risky move, but at the very least it's at the very start of the course, so you don't really have that much to lose. Go for it.
Yeah, I think it gets you like a half-second, time save there, from what I recall.
Okay, getting to about the halfway mark with 4 minutes.
4 minutes to go.
You have to finish there first. Oh, they took a nasty off-road.
Oh, unfortunate. Yep. Well, like I said, we were going to see a lot of runs lost just because of that final shortcut there. Either you get caught by Lakitu, or you just bump and just get sent so wide there.
Yeah, no, like with all the boxes and everything there, it's kind of hard to tell like where all the columns are.
So with how wide the oh, what was that?
I said Triss did just finish.
Yep, Triss just finished for the 2-14. Ooh, a nice
Okay.
2-14. Yeah, when it comes to the ending cut, because of how wide different vehicles are, they might have an easier time getting through the out-of-bounds area, because Mock Rocket can actually cut off the back pole without getting caught by Lakitu, but if you're like Baby Blooper or Real Racer, then you'll actually get caught by Lakitu since your vehicle's wide enough just to touch that out-of-bounds area.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw Salty just get caught on that last corner. Unfortunate.
Oh, unfortunate. Alright, got an Iceberg coming in for one more time here, so let's see if they can land this final shortcut. Oh, that's way too tight on the turn. Yep, they got caught by Lakitu. But it looks like they're going to keep that run, just get something submitted to the scoreboard with a 219 to their name.
It does help to have something up at this point, since we're just under 3 minutes now.
Yep, 3 minutes to go. We got Salty racing against the world record, just as a little bit of reference of what to do on the course.
Definitely a good call. I don't know. I do think that there could be some merit to maybe taking that that branch path up on the left. Like, if you're gonna follow the world record holder, but not take that cut through the mill going up the wall, you could find another alternative.
Essentially. But yeah, like getting onto that tree branch is kind of like really precise. You just gotta land in the water at the right angle, because it's like you gotta land there and then hit a rock just to get on top of there. Feels like it might be more feather focused to like get up there. Triss hopping on the rail here to cut off a little turn. We got Shellshock and Rick on their final laps.
Oh, Salty just got the cut. Very nice.
Very nice cut there.
Okay, just one more lap. Salty could make a push for first on this one. We're down to about a minute left.
Alright, got Rick and Shell coming into the final shortcut. Luckily, Rick's combo is small enough to go through the first pole without getting caught by Lakitu, landing the shortcut with a 226. Ooh, an Iceberg getting the beginning shortcut down. And Shellshock coming in with a improvement to their time with a 227.
Oh, I don't think Salty put in their time though. I think that was their best record, honestly. Like, oh, actually, no, they're about to finish their run.
Yeah, they're about to finish. Let's see if this ends up being a new record. Oh, a bit wide on the turn there, but they didn't lose too much speed from that, so they'll still get something out of it with a 217. And it's a new record for them.
Okay, so that is ahead of Iceberg, but behind Triss. Okay, we're about to have time up. Dandelion Depths is next.
Information for this course.
Alright, time is up.
Alrighty, so moving on to Dandelion Depths. The world record combo is a wiggler on the Real Racer, since we got a big water section toward the end of the course, and I think some of the road might be considered terrain as well, so that's, yeah, it's obvious it'll be a Real Racer-focused track. Alright, Salty downloading the world record as they're usually going. It's a good strategy. And we got Shellshock loading into the course first. You know, imagine if we had a rule where you had to go into free roam and then drive over to that next course. It just made me think of that when it comes to some players just go into one course after another. And
it would definitely add an interesting element of trying to figure out how fast you can get to your next course.
Yeah, like added a little bit of optimization to like the free roam stuff. Like I mentioned, there was like a stopwatch feature where you can just like time like the time to get one place to another.
Yeah.
I did see a last minute 2:13 on Cheap Cheap from Toontress coming in, and we got a last minute 2:15 from Iceberg. Salty's on the water section here. There's definitely a lot of jump boosts you'll be doing from jumping off some of the rocks in the center and the water bounces.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the raid, Dajay. Welcome in, welcome in. We are doing a time trial competition where we're watching 5 competitors compete for the best times across all the courses. They have 8 minutes to complete each course as fast as they can, and the player with the most points overall after each course will be crowned the winner. This is the second day of the tournament. We are, I think, probably about halfway through this day at this point, I think.
Getting very close to it, yeah. After this, we just got Boost Cinema and Dry Bones Burnout, and we are heading into our intermission.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, so we are at Dandelion Depths. Some of our racers were just finishing up their runs on Cheap Falls, so when you do a last-minute run on one course, it may eat into your time onto the next course, but they'll be able to make up for lost time here.
Yeah, no. For some people, it may be worth it because, you know, we all have our strengths in which courses we like to play, so could be worth it.
Absolutely. Iceberg's rocking the world record combo, unfortunately almost flipping off the edge there, having to restart. And welcome in, everybody, for the raid. Very much appreciated. Welcome in, Gamer Angel and Aiden. Hope everybody's having a good day. Oh no,
well,
Salty.
We'll have a post-game chat, Sean, and today we are gonna be crowning the winners. So we'll see who comes out on top after everything tonight.
Yeah, our top 3 will be receiving a $15, $20, and $50 eShop gift card, respectively.
Yep. Okay, so we are just under 5 minutes left on Dandelion Depths. And then in addition to the winners receiving eShop gift cards, again, tonight is also for charity for every course where all the contestants get within 20 seconds of the world record. I am going to be pledging $5 to CHOP, the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, trying to help out the Mario Party Madness crew's goal of hitting $4,000 for the end of the year.
Yes.
We are currently sitting at about $3,500 for the year. If anybody here wants to chip in, definitely feel free to do so. I know Mankalore and I both have the links in our chats.
Yep, there's a link to the charity in the chat. So if you guys want to support a good cause, go ahead and click that link and pledge a donation.
Yeah, there are some really nice things that come along with it. You will be entered into a raffle for a Switch 2 if you donate a certain amount. And then also, for every $50 that's donated, we're going to have a special wacky wheel spun for our next Mario Party Madness game, which you guys can tune in for over at our buddy Clark's Madness's channel. The one who's been running this whole charity campaign all year long. Definitely go check him out.
And we got the first set of times coming in. We got a 2:47 from Rick, and we got a 2:29 coming in from Triss.
Okay, we're about 3 minutes left.
Yeah, the one thing with the inner wall, the starting turn of was it Dandelion Depths, it's not rideable. So if you fall off there, you are not coming back.
Very threatening. Part of me wonders if there's a way to make that the wall ride to that upper platform in the beginning viable. It'd be nice if you had some columns to potentially stunt off of going off that jump.
I remember, I haven't really watched the world record for a while now on this course, but I do remember hearing something about some pole bounce that's been implemented. I'm not sure if it's at the start or in the middle of the course.
Mm-hmm.
We got a 2:31 coming in for Salty.
Alright, not bad.
So toward the end of the course, when you're going off the last boost pad, you can actually do a charge jump and then launch with both momentum from the boost panel, but less airtime to land on the shortcut toward the end.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because I've seen that, and I was wondering like why people do that, but yeah, no, that's a good reason why. Yeah.
Yeah, because normally if you just take the cut and just go off the ramp there, you get a lot more airtime, and yeah, if you can just reduce that airtime, then that's better in Mario Kart World.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to the water section, there's some like bounces on some rocks in the middle of it. If you're able to stick to the rocks long enough, your vehicle will switch back to land mode. So if your vehicle is like faster on land, then it's a good opportunity to get like a little speed boost there from a more favorable condition for your vehicle.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, we're down to a minute left.
1 minute to go, so commit to those runs.
Until we move on over to Boo Cinema, which I know is a very popular course for everybody in the Madness server.
Ooh, I better start charging.
Honestly, of all the courses that we're going to be doing tonight, that one I think is the one I'm looking the most forward to, because everybody's really experienced with that one.
Ooh, okay, this will probably be like the tightest course we'll see so far. We do have a 229 coming in for Iceberg and a 247 for Shell Shock. Triss is getting one last time in. Unfortunately, eating a little bit of off-road there toward the end with a 230. And we got Rick coming in with a 240 to their name.
That's it.
Alright, everybody finishing up their times. Heading back to the map.
A 10, like 0.01 of a second off.
Alright, time up.
Close.
We're heading over to Boo Cinema.
Alrighty, so for Boo Cinema, we have a Wiggler in the Baby Blooper. So yeah, the online meta combo is going to be very familiar here. So we'll probably see a few of the Baby Bloopers coming back after this.
Alright, Shell's the first one getting into the movie theater. Hope you guys got your popcorn and soda ready.
Get all that popcorn.
When you guys go to the movies, what is your go-to like for a snack? I know typically the popcorn is like the first thing people go for, but I'm actually down for like pretzel bites or nachos.
Yeah, if the theater has like chicken tenders, I might go for those, or I might sneak in some food as well.
Yeah, that's
totally fair.
Too. I'll always go for like a popcorn and a drink, but anything extra I tend to sneak in. It's always helpful for like a good gummy candy or...
I do love the ices, like especially when especially at movie theaters, since they give you the bigger containers.
Oh, very true.
Oh yeah, no. Kind of weird what they were doing with like what is it, the new movie Freakier Friday, where they were swapping the popcorn bucket and the soda cup, where it's just like the soda cup is now the popcorn and the popcorn is now for the soda.
I didn't even know about that. That's really creative.
Yeah, like I don't know if it might have been like only at certain movie theaters, but yeah. I think Salty is the last one putting in a time for Dandelion at 2:29.
Nice 2:29 there.
Ooh.
So for the start of Boo Cinema, there's...
Wait. Oh my god, Salty's so close.
Oh, very close.
Between the three of them, it's extremely close.
Very tight, very tight. So when it comes to Boo Cinema, there is the shroom cut at the very start, but if you're able to take it tight enough, you can hit like a mound of off-road and then hit it and go up the wall to a rail that's hidden up there. It's like really precise, and I think world record is only able to do on lap 1 for... Actually, I don't exactly know why they can't do it on laps 2 and 3, but it's like very, very precise. So with Boo Cinema, there's also these film reels that are rotating on the course, and if the reel's rotating in the correct direction, you take the inner lines to get a speed boost.
Yeah, no, I always love those dynamic features on these courses, yeah.
And also toward the end, there's like 3 hidden, like, tricks that you can do, which are really tight in timing compared to other, like, trick boosts on the in the game. So if you can land all 3 of those consistently, you can get a good time save.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the ones like where you're like just leaving the theater, right?
Yeah, just leaving the theater, you do little bounces, and if you can trick off the 3rd one, you can do a wall ride off the end and get another time save.
Ooh, okay, Triss gets a nice edge jump right there. I've been able to get that on occasion, but I'm not nearly consistent enough to go for it all the time.
Yeah, the edge tricks are very precise, so very good on Triss getting that. A little fun fact, on top of the film reels that rotate on the movie section, there's actually rails up there, so if you have a feather, you can, like, cut off that turn even tighter.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
Realize? Get it? See what I did there? Alright, we got some times coming in. We got Rick with a 222.
But these guests are already dead.
Dang. I hate getting ghosted.
Oh.
Oh, and a 213 coming in from Iceberg.
Okay, just under 4 minutes.
Oh yeah, there is an opportunity for a little charge jump in the middle of the reel section when it's moving forward.
Actually, I might have pinged a little bit earlier with the 3 minutes, but yeah.
Oh, wait.
It'll be fine. Press them to do better.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of reinforcement. Like, you know, give them a little bit of pressure. Alright, Salty will be coming in with a time very shortly. Let's see if they can nail the 3 jumps toward the end here. Going a little bit wide for the coin at the last second. Doesn't get the jumps toward the end there, but ends with a 215.
Very respectable.
Iceberg going for the hydration there. Make sure to stay hydrated, everybody. I will do the same.
Again, Iceberg and Toon Triss just both neck and neck on this one.
Yeah, this one, yeah, like you guys said, it's going to be very, very tight, because, yeah, it's the track that the Mario Party Madness crew were very, very familiar with.
Okay, Iceberg is going for that new cut at the very start. Part of me is kind of wondering if it's worth it to go for that one. I mean, I know he's really close, but I think just like a smaller optimization could do the trick.
Yeah, I mean, there is a little bit of time to try that, but eventually, yeah, I think it might just be worth going for like better, like tighter lines. Especially, I don't know how consistently they pulled off the 3 final tricks toward the end of the course. That's probably the most consistent place to get a time save on here.
Yeah, no, that is fair.
Triss coming in with a 211 to their name, with Shellshock improving with a 217.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we're getting close to the final minute for Boo Cinema.
Ooh, oh, unfortunately the edge trick for Triss makes him fall off the edge.
Ah, dang, that sucks.
Oop, Rick going for the rail up top on the wide end of the movie section right there. I think there's a few extra coins, so that might help them get a little bit of time save overall.
No, that is very true, very true. Alright, time up.
Time is up, and then the next course is...
Alright, so we got 10 seconds left, just writing out the message. 3, 2, 1, and... Last race before intermission.
Alrighty.
Alright, Triss is the first one getting into Dry Bones Burnout. Let's see how they approach this one.
Yep, for Dry Bones Burnout, we actually have a Peach on the baby blooper, and that's interesting compared to the other records before that. There are Wario's on the baby blooper, so I'm a little curious how they were able to get a time save despite the speed disparity. Very, very interesting there.
Yeah, no, for real.
And a little fun fact, one of the people who I play with on my Mario Kart clan is, let's see, what spot are they on the worldwide rankings? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they are 7th worldwide, so shoutouts to Plonk for all the grinding they've been putting in. Yeah, and they're 7th with a Toadette on the baby blooper.
Ooh, okay, Triss taking that cut through the lava.
It's always really
Unfortunately,
interesting courses like this and times like those when they seem to be dominated by, in this case, a higher speed character, and then someone just comes in with a light or even a medium character.
Yeah, it just makes you wonder, like, how do they do that?
It's something that I really appreciate about like games like Mario Kart, and to an extent like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for like certain courses. Just like there's a lot more nuance to like the approaches to these courses.
Yeah, we are still like learning like new strats like pretty much every day with this game, so it's like as soon as one thing gets discovered, it just makes the times go down even further. So I imagine we'll still be finding new tech like years down the line when all this game's still out. So with the Dry Bones Burnout, there is a charge jump strat at the start where you can hop onto the wall and cut off the first turn, and then the big optimizations are going to be coming toward the end of the course, because there's many different paths you can take, and generally you want to stick to the top path because it's faster, and then there'll be some wall rides and bounces toward the end of the course.
Yeah, I know. That's one thing I do really love about Dry Bones Burnout. Like even though like right now there is like one line that seems to be like better than the others, there are just so many different ways to tackle this course. It's kind of what I love about like certain other courses in the series, like Yoshi Valley, for instance.
Yeah, the diverging paths give you like different options for navigating the course, and that's very same here with Burnout.
Yeah. Also, hey Clark. Yeah, no, Clark. Things are going a lot better than they were yesterday. Setup was really easy tonight.
Yeah, it's a very fast setup for today, so we got everything started pretty quickly. Looks like we have a 2:16 coming in from Triss, and we'll have Shock and Salty coming in with times very soon. Salty, unfortunately, falling down to the bottom path, but you can still make up some time just getting some coins, and I think it also does help you set up for another shortcut down here.
Yeah. Okay, Salty gets the nice little stunt off the road right there. Alright, despite being on the bottom part of the course for that one, Salty's not that far back.
Yeah, the 2:20, so as long as they can keep to the top path on all 3 laps, then they can definitely get a nice time save there, so still plenty of time to make up for any lost time. Shock going around the cut here and using their mushroom.
Okay, so
getting a 2:28.
and we're at about the halfway point, 4 minutes left. And only 2 people have put in their time so far.
They're like, I got this time, but I'm confident I'll get another one. I'll just save time on the submission. Oh, Triss going for a jump off the wall there to cut off that first lava cut, and then be able to save their mushroom for the final lava cut there. Hello, Mario. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing today? We're doing a...
Hello, Mario.
Hello, Mario. That's the name of the new app that just got released on the Nintendo eShop for the small children. But yeah, we're watching over 5 people who are in the middle of a time trial competition where they have 8 minutes to get the best time on all the courses in Mario Kart World. We're doing the later half of the courses for today. And oh, I just saw Rick go for the top glider path you don't see too often in this course. And Iceberg gets a 2:21, which is a new record for them. Shell Shock boosting through the lava cut, getting into the starting line, going into lap 2, 51 seconds. Rick staying to the top rail path. Oh, Triss unfortunately falling toward the end there, but is using a mushroom to recover from that, so that will definitely cost some time there. But they can get 3 more coins here, and will they go for the wall hop here? They are going for the wall hop from that angle, but unfortunately can't land it, because, yeah, it is a bit of an awkward one to hit from. We got Rick finishing with a 2:28.
Alright, getting down to about 2 minutes left.
2 minutes to go. Alright, we got Salty and Shellshock in their final laps. Salty hopping onto the rail here, then hopping off there to keep on the top path. If they remain on the top path here, they will definitely get a good time save over their previous run. Dropping down, taking the tight line, and going into the off-road cut. Using the shroom there, not eating into the off-road there, fortunately, and finishing with a good time save by 3 seconds with a 2:17. Yeah, it's crazy how much, like, falling down to the bottom path makes you lose so much time, because that's like a 3-second time difference between their previous record.
Okay, almost 1 minute left to go.
Okay, so Rick is, yeah, we know from earlier, Rick does not have Rainbow Road unlocked, so they're going to be using the intermission time to unlock Rainbow Road and completing the other Grand Prix courses.
Ooh, okay. Alright, I am down to extend... Well, I mean, obviously we're not going to make the intermission, like, super long, but we can make it a little bit longer than yesterday, since we are a little bit ahead of where we were at yesterday, if you guys are okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that, for, like, a bit of a longer intermission.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Hello, Corcho. Welcome in, welcome in. Ooh, Triss doing the slight wall ride before hopping onto the rail of the top path, for this, like, splits path section up there. Ooh, hitting a bit of the lava there, but doesn't make it across, unfortunately. How's it going? Pretty good. We are in the middle of our time trial competition. We're watching these 5 players on the screen go for the fastest times across all courses in Mario Kart World. They have 8 minutes to complete each one and get the best time they can. So they can't just submit the time they've already had from before. You just gotta be consistent within 8 minutes.
Alright, and that is time up.
Time up. Alrighty, we do have some last-minute submissions coming in. Iceberg ending their run, and then Salty has one more run on Dry Bones. So let's see if they can finish that up. I'll put it onto their perspective to see what they can do. Opting to go around the cut here. Getting a little trick off the top there. There is also another like hidden like jump boost if you go off to the left of the turn that Salty was just on.
Alright, so you know what? Let's see. This is actually pretty intense. Salty is the only one running right now. All eyes are on Salty before we head to our break. Oh
no, missing the end there. That's unfortunate for Salty.
That's the end right there. Sorry, that was a caster's curse right there.
Dang, we just caster cursed them.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, no, that's gonna be it for the first half of tonight. Obviously, let's just take a look. Actually, let's just take a quick look at the score right now. The scores are going to be a little bit skewed right now because of the way that everybody's sorted on the sheet, but just take a look at everybody's times on there to have like an idea of how the second night is going for everybody.
So yeah,
over to that. Each group by cup. So for the banana cup, which is the first cup we did tonight, looks like Iceberg is taking first with Triss taking second, and then Salty close on third. And then for the Leaf Cup, it will actually be Triss in first, with Salty holding second, and Iceberg slightly behind in third.
Yeah, so right here the expanded times for all the courses.
No, it's pretty tight between everybody. Well, between particularly like Triss and Iceberg, but Salty's putting himself in there.
Yeah, they're catching up, and reminder that toward the after we finish all the courses, all the players will be given 40 minutes to revisit any course they've played today. So these standings will not be locked in. Some players may come back and maybe take the lead on some courses over other players.
All right, I'm going to save that for the second half. All right. So, yep, that's going to be it for this first half. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna take myself to a be right back screen. Just take a break for a few minutes, and I'll be back on the call in a little bit. Okay?
Okay, yeah, we'll be going to a BRB screen as well. So see you guys in a couple minutes. What time shall we be back at?
Okay. So you know what? Maybe we can try and head back by maybe 10:45 or so.
Okay, 10:45. So yes.
Or actually, if anything. I do want to give Rick a little bit of time to try and finish up this GP that he's in the middle of. So you know what, maybe 10:50 if that's okay with you guys.
Okay, 10:50.
Yeah, sounds good. Just a minute to use the bathroom, get some water, stretch your legs.
Yep, that goes for everybody else in the chats too. Get yourselves some snacks, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you guys in about 10, 11 minutes.
Yep, we'll be back in 11 minutes, so see you guys soon.
here. Let's swap back and oh yeah.
Righty. We are back.
I did, while we were off, I did get the Matter of Time tournament logo that we have here up on the screen. Okay, can I fit that somewhere on here? I don't want to cover up anybody's face or anything, but yeah. Alright, that'll do. Yeah, no, Mike, of course. Alright, here. Let's get this show on the road. Here, let me just message everybody in the players chat just to be sure that everybody's ready to play.
But yeah, once everything is back and ready to go, we'll be resuming with Mumu Meadows. This one's it's one of those backing tracks that it somehow has like probably one of the craziest tech out there that you wouldn't really normally see in regular races. Alright, and there's gonna be like a lot of cow bouncing, like potentially at the start, but I think at the end there's also another cow bounce. The big thing with Mumu Meadows is ramping off one mound of dirt in the middle of the course and then bouncing off the tree to get a huge shortcut.
Okay, I think every... Oh, I just realized I was muted on the stream. Good thing I noticed that just now. Alright, okay, here. Let me turn off this background music, and... yeah, let's get this going. Alright, counting it down. 3, 2, 1... Go.
And they're off. So let's see which strats that our competitors will be going for. Oh yeah, I should probably pull up the information for this course. I put my other switch. Oh, there it is. If I remember correctly, I think it's going to be a cow and probably the Lil Dumpy.
Lil Dumpy.
Lil Dumpy. Yeah, so for Mumu Meadows, we've got a... Yeah, cow on, actually, the Dread Sled. So, I'm not sure what the differences in stats between that and the Little Dumpy are, but it's a very terrain-focused track, so we'll see, like, a lot of, yeah, the terrain-focused combos will definitely get the big advantage. We'll see if anybody attempts any, like, the cow bounces at the start of the course, but I think probably the big time save we'll see a lot of our competitors go for will be for the tree bounce in the middle of the course. Iceberg is charging up the jump, bouncing off, hits the fence there, but it does make it across the cut there. Going for a restart, feels like you can do a little bit more, do that a little bit more optimally. So we got Salty using the Yoshi on Lil Dumpy, Rick making a switch to Daisy on the Comet sled.
Yeah, no, I just realized I was muted. I have to step away for a minute. I will be right back.
Okie dokie.
No worries.
Ooh, Iceberg, yeah, missing the tree bounce there. It's a bit of a finicky shortcut, because sometimes you get, like, no height, or sometimes you go too far to the left and Lakitu just catches you. And those yellow fences,
yeah,
they just kill all your momentum sometimes.
Would definitely be worried, too, since it's behind the yellow fences. It really just shows how close to the out of bounds it is.
Yeah, like Lakitu's just breathing down your neck there, ready to catch you. Looks like Triss is going for the rail inside of the start of the course. That does send them a little bit wide there, but able to get the 2 coins out of it. And looks like we'll have a time coming in from Shellshock very shortly. Same with Rick. Shell's coming in with a 2:18, and we got Rick coming in with a 2:18, 0.2 of a second ahead of Shell.
Okay, I am back. How are things coming along?
We have 0.2 of a second difference between Shellshock and Rick. They just got their time submitted in.
Alright, I see that we're down to about 5 minutes left.
What was that? A bounce from Iceberg. He hit the fence but just went flying to the left. What was that? I mean, I just saw...
Ah, damn. That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, like, we can't even hear him on the stream, but we just saw that pop off. Like, he just... It's just an image you can hear situation. I am clicking that. Yeah, again, that tree bounce is finicky, because sometimes the rail just launches you off to the side like that. Ooh, Iceberg getting the bounce off the tree, but not enough height to clear the fence. So we got Rick opting to go for the glider on the course.
Okay, getting down to about the halfway mark with 4 minutes left.
Looks like we've got Salty hitting the third lap. I might be seeing a time from them soon.
Yeah, let's see if Salty can get that time submitted. Going around the cow. Yeah, with the size of a little dumpy, I don't think he can take that line very tight, otherwise he'll just hit the cow and lose the run.
Yeah. Salty is being very smart with his mushroom, just trying to take the biggest cut that he can through that last patch of grass.
Yeah, unfortunately the patch of grass does end their drift there, but they are able to finish with a 2:11 to their name. I don't know if Triss or Iceberg have submitted a time just yet, but I think that puts them into the lead.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, no, definitely. Oh, Rick and Shell are actually both very close.
Yeah, they were close, like 0.2 of a second difference between each other. And we got Triss coming in with a 2:13 to their name. So it looks like Salty's out on the lead. Iceberg landing.
Right, Salty's striking first on this one.
Yeah, we still don't have a time coming in from Iceberg just yet, but they are definitely utilizing their time to getting that tree bounce down. Oh, getting the little mound tricks there, because that's another instance of the tricking detection being very wonky. If you're able to get the second of the mound bounces there, you can actually do a charge jump and launch yourself across the final shortcut there without having to use a mushroom.
Yeah, no, I've seen the world record run on that one, and it is insane, like, the amount of, like, consistent jumps that, like, people can make with this one. Like, especially with how jagged the walls are on this course.
Yeah, it's just like, how does this stuff even work half the time? Is it luck-based? Do we have luck-based stuff in time trials?
I mean, we shouldn't even be asking. I mean, these guys get coins from cows on this game, so...
Very true.
The laws of nature do not apply.
Well, then again, I suppose you, hit the cow at the right angle, then you can get some money out of it. Oh, Salty trying to go for the tree bounce there, but unfortunately misses it.
They're seeing Iceberg on his third lap, real close.
Ooh, lands on the rail there. Very good landing there.
Yeah, that was a really risky cut, like razor's edge of going out of bounds. But that risk might be worth it. This could give him the first place.
Yeah, because they are like
swap over.
5 seconds away from the finish line there, so yeah, that's going to be definitely putting him in the first place. With a 2:03 to their name. 7 seconds ahead of, yeah, Salty with a 2:10.
Yeah, wow.
Huge time difference.
Iceberg's gotta be feeling really good about that one.
Mm-hmm. How much time do we have left?
Oh, just 1 minute.
Yeah, 1 minute to go, so I think Iceberg might just be opting to chill here, because yeah, he probably knows by now he's like 7 seconds ahead, so... I imagine this might be a track that some of our competitors may revisit, because if they're able to also get the tree bounce down, they can definitely shave that time down and get closer to Iceberg.
Yeah. Okay, up next will be Choco Mountain.
Righty, shall we bring up the info for that? This.
Alright, I think this will be Shell's final run here, starting up now. Triss about to finish up their run here. Let's see what they're going to lock in. I think they're going to finish just ahead of Salty at a 2:07.
Yeah, 2:07. They are 4 seconds behind Iceberg with their 2:03.
Okay, that's time up.
We're coming up at the last minute, 2:14. And Salty and Shell trying to get in one more run before they switch over to Choco Mountain. Alrighty, so for Choco Mountain, we have another real racer track with Bowser. There's a lot of terrain on here, and there's also a bit of pseudo-water stuff since we're drifting through chocolate at some point, so the real racer is definitely an ideal track, ideal kart for this track.
Chocolate? Did you just say chocolate?
Yes, chocolate with nuts.
Chocolate?
Chocolate! See, is Iceberg having trouble finding Choco? Just chilling there. So with Choco Mountain, there's a, on laps 2 and 3, and I think even on lap 1 potentially at the right angle, you can cut off the first turn and charge up a Super Mini Turbo and cut across the Choco without slowing down and sinking.
Ooh, okay, so I see Iceberg putting in the extra time to get a ghost ready for Toad's factory.
Interesting. We got a 211 coming in for Salty, and Shell Shock is also about to get their last-minute submission in for Mumu Meadows. The big thing is with Choco Mountain, you gotta keep an eye on the cycles for the charge and chucks before the final few turns, because if you don't know the timing of those chucks, you will get hit and lose your run. Yeah, just going wide to get some coins here. That's what the world record does. Watching out for the giant Cocoa Puffs.
Alright, Shell clocking in at a 2:16.
Nice time save for them.
New record for him.
Yeah. Nice time save. Alright, Iceberg coming in with the world record combo, and Salty coming in as well, downloading the world record Ghost to get some intel.
Alright, Ice and Salty both actually starting up at pretty much the same time at this point. Looks like Ice is basically going with the same exact setup as the world record holder.
Yeah, Yoshi on the Real Racer. Looks like we got Iceberg also trying to go for the lap 1 shortcut here. It's going to be very precise, especially with this combo with a low mini turbo and handling. You may see a similar strategy to what we saw on Mumu Meadows, where they spend most of their time trying to get like the first strats down, and then as soon as they get a run, they'll have a huge time lead over everybody else.
Yeah. These later courses are going to be very technical. Like, if you can't pull off these stunts, you're going to be kind of out of luck for getting some points on these.
Yep. We do have a 222 coming in from Rick. Iceberg going for the shortcut here. Gets a trick beforehand. Lands that, Ooh, and Triss with a 215 to their name.
Okay, really nice run.
Ooh, and Iceberg's going for the charge hop off the mound there, but unfortunately missed it. It's a very precise shortcut. It's kind of weird since you gotta go for like a sort of wide drift while holding the stick right, and then you gotta put it back to neutral. That way you can do a charge jump off the ramp there while you still have a super mini turbo.
Oh, that's a really cool cut. I've never actually seen that one tried before.
Yeah, I've tried to go for that, but yeah, I just have trouble like getting the stick back to neutral to do a charge jump. I just end up doing another drift.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're just under 4 minutes.
Halfway point for Choco Mountain. Yeah, the landing of the mushroom shortcut is can be a bit wonky at times because you can like get more airtime than you want and just get sent flying wide, or you end up not getting enough speed across the cut and just still end up in the chocolate. When it comes to dodging the Cocoa Puffs on the spiral turns toward the end, there's actually like a little bit of a visual cue on the road because there's some like planks laid across there.
I think Triss got hit by that rock by like just like a pixel.
Oh no.
I thought they were gonna just avoid that one.
Yep, these hitboxes can be quite wonky. We deal a 220 coming in for Salty. And a 226 for Shell Shock. I think that's a time save over there. Yeah, previous record.
Ooh, nice. Actually, funny enough, we have one course after the other. Both this and Mumu Meadows have been brought back, have been in 3 separate titles.
Yeah, they just love bringing back these like Choco Mountain and Mumu Meadows. I thought they'd bring back Mumu Farm instead of Mumu Meadows, but I guess that track
actually would have been really nice because like we just got through playing Mumu Meadows for like 11 years in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
So yeah, I mean, even though they brought it back, they still made the tracks feel different with all the new like strategies with the rail grinding and wall riding.
Yeah, no, very true.
Iceberg unfortunately getting hit by the Charging Chucks there, losing the run. The Charging Chucks also do kick out footballs, so even though they're hard to hit, sometimes they can just catch you off guard and just end your run.
Yeah.
I think it's also possible to like trick off the top of the Charging Chucks and get a coin out of them.
Ooh, that'd actually be really cool if you could actually do that. Would be a nice touch if it would actually knock off their helmet and they just get angry.
Oh yeah, that'd be a very, very nice detail. Okay, Rick coming in with the 223 to their name. I think they had a 226 earlier, so that should be a good time save for them.
Alright, getting down to the last minute of Choco Mountain.
1 minute to go. Commit to your runs and get something on the board. Yeah, Salty opting to go around the mountain there, because yeah, it's a very precise shortcut. You definitely don't want to try that. Just focus on optimizing the run everywhere else. Alright, we got Shell Shock and Triss on their final laps. Probably able to get one more submission in.
Kind of like a funny thing that kind of happens with this one, where you like try to make a cut through part of the course through that deep chocolate mud. Your car kind of goes into boat mode, doesn't it? It kind of looks like.
Yeah, it does go into boat mode. When it comes to like drifting from, boat mode into regular road, it's like sometimes the physics are just weird. Like, they get sent like too tight, other times they get sent so wide, it's like really wonky. Oh, we got some last minute times coming in. We got a 225 for Shell Shock and a 214 for Triss.
Okay, Toad's Factory coming up next.
Alrighty, next up, Toad's Factory. Bring up the info for this one. And we have a 214 for Iceberg. Ooh, 214.7 for Iceberg. And Triss also had a 214. I can't remember what time they had for that. So it's actually neck and neck between Triss and Iceberg on Choco.
Ooh.
So, for Toad's Factory, we have a Wario in the baby blooper. So, yeah, we may see a few combo switches here. And for optimizing this track, there is a rail jump just before you get onto the second set of conveyor belts, and then toward the end there's some girders you can like ramp across to like get around the mud at the end.
You know, if you don't already have a mushroom to cut through that.
Very true. Yeah, I think the world record still shrooms through that anyway, so I don't think we'll actually see too much in the way of the girder grinding there. Of course, the cycles with the excavators are going to make things a bit interesting. Sometimes they'll cover up the boost panels, and other times they'll uncover them.
Yeah, no, just like another. Oh yeah. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's all good. I find it really fascinating that the world records to choose to use the mushrooms there instead of taking the girders. I guess I have to imagine there aren't too many other good places to use the mushrooms in this course. But the shortcut from the girders is
Yeah, I'm actually, because, yeah, you do have to go wide for a bit with the girders, and with you just sticking to the tight lines of the mushroom, I suppose makes that faster.
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem like there are that many other opportunities to kind of, like, cut through the course, because, like, every other part of Toad's Factory is pretty much walled off.
Yeah, it's all walled off, just regular road. Like, that's the only instance of off-road on this course. Aside from the ending, but, like, you already have the boost pads for that.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of wonder if one could potentially try to maybe like on the right turn right before that drop where you have all the coins and conveyor belts like on the outside. I wonder if you could hop onto the rail on the right and dismount extra early and drop into the water and maybe use the mushroom there.
Maybe. I think they do hop onto that rail, but hop off early, but to the left, so that we can get the coin off the boost panel.
Yeah.
Shellshock eating a little bit of that dirt there. Yeah, when it comes to optimizing this course, it's going to come down to who can manage the cycles on the ending there. With 211 to their name, Shellshock gets that. And Salty going for the girder strat, getting a little bit of that boost panel left, and entering into lap 2.
Yeah, very nice line on that one. I think everybody's just like still kind of trying to figure out like what the best place to use the mushroom is. I think Iceberg and Trish probably know the strats on this one.
Yeah, I've only seen them using their shrooms at the ending shortcut there. Oop, Iceberg getting a little bit of off-road there, but they are going to be able to get time to their name, which is a 2:01.
Oh, very nice. You guys have a preference between the original Toad's Factory and World's Toad's Factory?
I think I do prefer World's Toad's Factory a bit more, just because of the more interesting stuff that are going on with the course.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with that.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. No, like, both iterations are amazing. I think I might still be a bit partial to Mario Kart Wii's, just like... It felt like a little bit bigger, and I kind of liked the added threats of the boxes on the outside portion in the original.
Oh yeah, all those boxes that get in your way. Ooh, we do have a 2:01 coming in from Salty, which is very close to Iceberg's time.
Ooh, okay, this could be interesting. Salty could take another one from Iceberg. There's a bit of an interesting dynamic with Salty kind of coming into play with Ice and Triss, because like Salty could essentially be a point buffer for either one of the other two to try to overtake each other.
Yeah, very true. They're definitely going to be very, very close between Iceberg and Triss, and Salty could make the difference between those two. A 2:09 coming in for Rick, nice new record to their name.
Alright, heading down to 2 minutes left on this one. And sorry, I interrupted.
I was just remembering that the bulldozers at the end actually have rails on them, so I wonder if it would be possible to use those rails in like in a run. I don't recall if the world record like uses them at all.
Yeah, no, that would be really amazing if someone could actually pull that off. Though the only problem with that is usually those rails are like aligned with the boost pads that you're already taking.
True. I think it's more so if you use the girder strat, because if you're able to land from those girders, you could land on the rails and then just go across the bulldozers that way.
Yeah, no, that could be a valid strat. I'd be interested to see if someone could pull that off.
We have a 202 coming in for Triss. That puts them in 3rd place behind Iceberg and Salty.
Alright, 1 minute. We are on the cusp of hitting one of the most technically challenging courses in the game, Bowser's Castle.
Yes, this will definitely be the most fun to watch, because there's a lot of crazy strats that are possible on here, and we may see huge time gaps depending on who can nail which strategy. Also not using their mushroom here, missing the boost panel there, but able to get another time to their name, which is a 2:08. Is that a new record for them? Yes, it is.
Alright, nicely done.
Well, we got Iceberg coming in with a 2:01.1 to their name, just ahead of Salty by 0.6 of a second.
Alright. Coming down to the last few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time up.
Alright, now our racers are switching over. We do still have 3 of them on the course, so Rick can probably get one more time in. Same with Salty and Triss. So, with Bowser's Castle, we have a Wiggler on the B-Dasher, so Bowser's Castle has so many crazy strategies that are on here. We have a turn skip at the start, then another turn skip on the high-speed section, and then there's a 3rd one that's also there, but that one is like super precise. I don't think anybody wants to go that crazy to get all 3 of them, 3 for 3.
Yeah, no, like I've only been good enough to like nail the first one. Not taking the line that the world record holder is using, but just the more traditional one, just riding the rail up top and disengaging onto that arrow sign to cross the gap.
Yeah. Oh, hey, going back to Toad's Factory, Triss just got a 2-minute on there, beating out Iceberg and Salty.
Ooh, last second overtake, dang. And Iceberg and, well, Salty's probably going to catch that, but Iceberg is so focused on Bowser's Castle right now that I don't think he's going to notice that until we probably get to the 40-minute reruns.
Very true, very true. So yeah, back to Bowser's Castle. Yeah, personally I've gotten pretty consistent with the first cut. I just stay to the bottom and just do a charge jump into that, because I find that more consistent than taking the rail, especially in actual races when you gotta compete with other racers for it. The second cut,
yeah, no, everybody just crowds onto that rail. Please let me on.
Yep, it's just single file line, but everyone's so bumpy for it. When it comes to the second shortcut, I'm just not consistent with it, so I just tend to skip out on that one. Third cut, I'm not even gonna bother learning that one.
Totally fair.
Iceberg going for the rail strategy, unfortunately not making the jump there. So let's see what method that our racers use. Are they all going to stick with the rail, or are they going to stick with using the charge jump? Ooh, Salty unfortunately missing the sign there.
Alright, I see Shell trying their best to make a good time against the staff ghost on here.
Ooh, it looks like Iceberg got the first cut.
Ooh, very nice for Iceberg.
Hopefully they can keep that up.
Let's see if they go for the second cut.
Ooh. Yeah, Salty just slipped off of that sign and into the wall. At the very least, it's only the first lap, so...
Yeah,
not losing that much time on that.
Yeah, Iceberg just landed the second cut on there, and they don't have to get the cuts all 3 laps. I mean, if they can just get like 2 or one of the 3 laps, then that can still give them a good time advantage over everybody else.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like this is one of those courses where you're just okay, just like not getting it every single lap. It's kind of unlike a course like Faraway Oasis from like yesterday, where you really want to just nail that cut over the water every single time.
Very true. It's like running away from a bear with your friends. You don't have to be the fastest person around, you just gotta be not the slowest. think I did see a 2:37 coming in from Shell Shock, and looks like Deep Head will be coming in with a time very shortly. They're going to have a 2:42 to their name with 1 mushroom to spare, so definitely use that last room and you can get a good time save. Triss opting to skip out on the second shortcut on the third lap. Like, if you've nailed it the other laps, then you definitely want to just stick with what's consistent.
Okay, we're just under 4 minutes.
And Triss ending with a 2:32 to their name. Alright, Iceberg land. Oh, unfortunately missing the jump there.
I do wonder how hard Iceberg is going to push for this, as he doesn't have a time quite yet. As we're approaching the 3-minute mark, he's going to need to get something in.
Yeah, get something on the board.
Yeah. Now, I know specifically this is one course that Iceberg has been really grinding hard for, and he really wanted to take first place on this one specifically, so hopefully he doesn't push himself too hard on this one and pardon my phrasing, but burn himself out.
But yeah, from what I'm seeing from our other competitors, yeah, a lot of them are having a bit of trouble landing like the first shortcut, so Iceberg, all he needs to do is just land the shortcut like once, and maybe even toss in the second shortcut like at one other point during the race. Like, he doesn't have to go for it all three for 3. Oh, Triss going for the wide wall cut there. Like, if you miss out on the rail, you can tip that wall.
The Kootaboo was
Fireball.
such an unfortunate lineup, yeah. Salty tried to make that air cut, and the center portion of it just overshot it.
Unfortunate. Yeah, that second cut is, like, yeah, very, very precise. Like, you might end up just being, like, way too far to one side and just fall to your death. And there are times where you're just enough there, but you just bounce, you bonk off the side rims of the platform, just die anyway. Ooh, nice shortcut from Salty there.
Okay, we're getting down to the last minute very soon.
Yep, Iceberg definitely wants to get something on the board. I don't think they've submitted anything just yet, so just stick with what you got.
Thankfully, Iceberg did get one cut this time around, so...
Okay, that may all he needs.
Yep, don't push it too hard. Just settle for what you have right now. Get that time in.
Benefit is there will be the time later to try to come back, especially if he doesn't have first.
Alright, Rick coming in with one more time with a 2:42. I think that's not a new record to their name, unfortunately. Oh no, into the lava.
Rick clocking in a 2:42.
He takes the loss this time?
Yeah, he's gonna have to just take that respawn just to get something on the board. And Triss is going for the upper path on the toward the beginning, that way, because it is a bit faster than taking the bottom path without the shortcut, so it's a good compromise between not taking the cut in there. And then next up, we'll be getting ready for Acorn Heights. I shall pull up the information for that.
We're going to be moving on to that in just a few seconds.
It looks like Iceberg did not take the end of that stage.
Alright.
Iceberg just coming in just at the last second before the time switch just to get one run of Bowser's Castle. So let's see if we can get a time on the board with that. Shellshock coming with a new record to their name with a 2:36. And Rick is already at Acorn Heights. So, for Acorn Heights, we have a swoop on the Twin Chopper for our world record. The end the ending section after the gliding is where we're gonna see a lot of like the optimization between our players, especially with how they navigate the final cut. Because some players may like go on top of the house there, or they may try to go for like a pole bounce to do the shortcut, or just use a mushroom normally.
Right. Yeah, there's so many different ways to like just tackle this course. It's another reason why I just like love this one too. Like, if anything, this is probably in my top 3 for the courses actually.
Yeah, I just love how this course like implements
really
the new mechanics. Looks like Iceberg didn't get a time on the board for Bowser's Castle, but they do have the extra 40 minutes later on to get something in. We do have Triss coming in with one more run of Bowser's Castle, so let's see if they can improve on their previous time.
Alright. Just hopefully Ice can just, to shake off those nerves. I know that Bowser's Castle was an important course to him. Just, just do what you can manage. Don't overdo it.
Yeah, don't pressure yourself too much. Alright, looks like Triss didn't get another run of Bowser's Castle in, but now they're just making the switch over to Acorn Heights.
Alright, Salty just downloading the world record to go off of that one.
It's good the update added the ability to race against the ghosty download. Oh, and Iceberg just landed the wall ride shortcut without having to use the mushroom there.
Really nice stuff.
Oh, but misses the rail.
Oh, but no, he misses the dismount.
But, yeah, keeps the run. Opting to use the mushroom right here.
Even if he missed that, I think that's still worth finishing.
Yeah, I don't think it's... Oh, okay, he's going for the restart. Triss going for the wall right up here. Oh, unfortunately messing up that shortcut, because those boxes can just bounce you backwards. Salty using the Twin Chopper with Yoshi. The Twin Chopper is sort of like the real racer, where it has like high speed bonuses in all the terrains, but it's like has slightly less. Oh, and Salty gets the pole bounce. Doesn't quite land the wall ride there, but is able to land make up for it with the mushroom boost there. And we got Rick come in with a 222 to their name, and Shellshock will be getting a time very soon. Going around the shortcut, saving their mushroom. Yeah, that shortcut right there is definitely the best spot to use your mushroom if you don't already know how to take it without one. Ooh, Iceberg unfortunately getting launched wide off the wall there, and Shellshock getting a 220.
Salty just missing that stem. I think it still would have been worth it to go for it. A lot of people see, well, I mean, I guess between Salty Ice and Triss, they just want to make sure they have a solid time on it, but you only have so much time for each of your runs. We're already down to the halfway point, and how many people have actually put in times yet for this one?
Looks like just Shellshock and Rick.
Yeah.
Definitely get something on the board. Like, there's still a little bit of time left, but don't want to focus too much on perfecting the lines. You'll still have time to correct any mistakes later on.
Yeah, I know.
It does also not help for Triss and Salty that they ended up about 2 minutes late to starting this course with the extra time they spent on Bowser's Castle.
Very true.
Right.
So yeah, so
I mean, that's understandable. Bowser's Castle is really like mechanically challenging, and you want to try and lock in a good time on that one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Triss going for the right rail hop at the end to land onto the glider there.
Alright, down to 3 minutes.
Alright, Triss and Iceberg into their second laps of Acorn Heights. Shellshock going around the cut. Opting to not use their shroom there.
Salty trying to go for that world record strat, doing the right jump off of the rail. I think he might need a little bit more speed off of that in order to pull that off. I think the world record strat does use a charge jump going into that leap in order to make that gap.
Oh. Oh yeah, I do see them going for the charge jump. Got Rick going up to the wide path using the glider to use the wide rails here. Iceberg and Shellshock are on their final laps, so may see some times coming in for them. The Iceberg did come in a bit late to the course, so hopefully he can get a run to his name. Don't want to be left out again on Bowser's Castle.
Alright, I think Salty does see what the world record strat is going for with the stem, so they might try sticking with the with that pathing. Alright, let's see.
Ooh, Shellshock getting a 2:19 to the name, the new record, and Iceberg with a 2:09.
Ooh, that's gonna be really good. Okay, that definitely far and away is the best time on this one so far, but we'll see how Triss does on this run. Triss and Salty are both at pretty much the same part of the map.
Oh, Triss gets gets on top of the house there, which it's a bit slower than going through the cut normally, but it's still a big time save over going around it.
Yeah, I know. And they were close enough to the ground to still be able to get that that boost close to the end, so...
If only they put the bees a little bit lower, that way you could bounce off them if you do land the roof.
Ah, that'd be so interesting if they could actually make that a strat on here.
And Rick getting a 2:26. Salty coming in on their final lap.
We've got 30 seconds left at this point.
Yeah, and then next up will be Mario Circuit. Alright, Triss coming in with a 2:09.9, and I think Iceberg at a 2:09.7, with Salty coming in with a 2:12.
Alright, that is time up.
Yep, time up. Shellshock trying to get one more run there, along with Rick. But with Mario Circuit, yeah, if you're already in the middle of the run of Acorn, it's a short course, so you can like spare a couple minutes from that course to do this one a bit longer.
Okay, D-pad going the right pathing and going off of the leaf on top. Honestly, considering I think this is like one of Rick's first times going into this. Like I'm impressed that they're already going for that pathing.
Yeah, it's a very good path discovery from there, because yeah, when you experiment with this game, you'll just discover a lot of crazy new strats before anybody even teaches you anything.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so, going over Mario Circuit, the world record has a 103 with Toadette and the Baby Blooper, so your typical online meta combo. And with this one being more of a short bagger track, it does have a lot of tech where you're going to be doing some charge jumps and cutting off turns. Oh, Rick landing on the top roof path again on Acorn Heights, so I think they're already getting that shortcut down consistently. So will our competitors use the 2 mushrooms across the big cut here? Yes, they will. We're seeing Triss using 2 of their mushrooms there, because that's a huge cut there. It is also possible to cut across that shortcut without using a mushroom, and like hopping onto the left wall, but it's like super precise, because like the Lakitu boundary is like just behind where the wall is.
Mm-hmm.
We got Rick coming in with a last-minute time on Acorn Heights, coming in with a 2:19.
Not bad.
Yeah, new record for them. And Triss finishing with a 1:09 on Mario Circuit.
Oh, okay. Look at Rick and Shellshock's times on Acorn Heights.
Let's have a look-see.
Crazy close.
Very close. I believe we'll have one more course after this.
Yeah, no, like, both within, like, 1/100th of a millisecond. Well, 100th of a second.
That's crazy. Shellshock coming in with a 116 for Mario Circuit, along with Salty, just 0.2 ahead of Shellshock. Yeah, we'll see probably the biggest optimizations with this track if anybody tries to go for the charge jump corner cuts toward the end. Ooh, oh, Iceberg misses out on the charge jump there, doesn't get enough height for that, but he's trying to get that time shave.
Yeah, I forget. Okay, yeah, no, I see where that short hop is. Dang. The timing on that is just insane to pull that off.
Yeah, because I think you gotta, like, ramp off of the off-road just a little bit before you start losing speed, because you can, like, get a little bit more height out of it.
Yeah, I know it seems a little bit weird to go for it, but yeah, no, there is that one cut in the Circuit 2 portion of the course where you want to use 2 mushrooms, one right after the other. I know you usually want to try and save 1 mushroom for each section or each lap, but...
Yeah, just that cut is so huge, you just gotta use the 2 mushrooms there. Ooh, Iceberg losing the mini-turbo there, because even though you can cut through the off-road there, it is, yeah, coded to make you lose your mini-turbo, unless you release it beforehand. Rick getting a 118, and Salty coming in with a 114, shaving their time down by 2 seconds.
Very nice. And Shell only like about a second behind Salty. Shell making a cut, making a move in here.
Yeah, big moves here. We got Iceberg coming in with a 110. I think Triss is in the lead right now with a 109. And Triss gets a 109.1. So that's a new record for them, bringing the leading time down just a little bit more. How much time do we have left for Mario Circuit?
In Mario Circuit, we have just under 3 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shortened track. The time is still flying, so... Well, the track being about a minute or so.
It feels like we have a lot of time for it, but it's just this course is just very short. We have plenty of time for plenty of runs.
Mm-hmm. I really wish they'd been able to implement Mario Circuit 4 into this. That way you have 4 laps of different layouts.
That would be amazing. We have not seen Mario Circuit 4 since Mario Kart Super Circuit, I believe. Unless it was brought back in Tour at some point. I haven't really played that one.
It was not, actually, so Nintendo just seems to be really afraid of Mario Circuit 4 for some reason.
Okay, so looking at the scores right now before we hit Rainbow Road for the final course, Triss is still in the lead, but Iceberg is still hot on their heels. Triss did gain 1 point on Iceberg, it seems, for this one.
Yeah, so it is still
but
very
still,
close.
it's only 6 points and about... Oh, actually, hold on a second. If this is calculating it right, Iceberg actually has far less time than Triss does.
I think I saw Salty get their time down to a 112.
Alright, we're down to about 1 minute left. Alright, I see Salty is pretty much all settled for Mario Circuit. I think just psyching themselves up for Rainbow Road for the last course of the night of the tournament. best of luck to everybody who's about to tackle this gauntlet, of course.
Yep, and because the track is much longer, the competitors will have 13 minutes to get the fastest time on this one. And looks like Rick's opting to use a little bit more time to get a bit more of the Grand Prix done to hopefully unlock Rainbow Road in time. Got Iceberg coming in to maybe get one more run on Mario Circuit, because Triss is still in the lead but with the 109.
Okay, and that's it. Time up.
Yep.
13 minutes for Rainbow Road starts now.
Yep, and Iceberg coming in with a 109.9 for Mario Circuit. Still behind Triss's 109.1, I believe. Alrighty, so...
I see Rick is heading back to the Grand Prix to try to unlock Rainbow Road and at least get in a time before this competition ends.
Yep, so I think they hopefully have enough time to get something in for Rainbow Road. But speaking of Rainbow Road, the world record uses Wiggler on the bullet cart, and the bullet cart has like higher, sort of like the real racer, but has slightly less water and terrain speed, but with more land speed. Yeah, there are a lot of strategies to utilize on Rainbow Road, but with this track being so long, you gotta be careful not to get too perfectionist on this one, otherwise you're gonna run out of time, because although we have extended time for this one, the track is around 4 minutes, so that's only enough time to get, like, 3 full runs with, like, 1 bleeding into the 40-minute extension.
Yeah, I know. I mean, unless you decide to just restart at, like, the first section or so, but no, who's gonna want to keep on doing that now?
Yep. So, before going into Section 2, there is a strategy you can do to jump from the right path back onto the left path to maintain a tighter line. For every split path on this course, you always want to stay to the right. That is, the right path is faster in every instance on this course. Like Triss is ahead of everybody else at the moment. Going for the shortcut here, boosting across. On Section 2, there is a huge turn cut you can do, but it requires, like, slowing down a little bit and just doing 2 drifts to the left. That way you get a tighter line, and then you can just jump all the way across the mushroom. But the difficult part is landing it without falling off the course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and another thing with Rainbow Road, this one is worth more points on the standings, because I think the other ones were like... Well, what's the point difference now that we have different player counts?
Yeah, so now we have, okay, so since we have different player counts now, on all the other courses, it's 6 points for first, 5 points for second, and so on and so forth. For Rainbow Road, it is 8 points for first, 6 points for second, and then 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so yeah. With the track being longer, if you're able to capitalize on it, you can get some bonus points and get an edge on the competition.
Yeah, I know. Or you could, if after this section is done and over with, you could forego trying to shoot for Rainbow Road and spend more of that valuable time trying to tackle other courses.
Very true. I just saw Iceberg perform the wall ride at the very start of the course. That's it's a very nice time save that the world record has just recently started using. So, I remember, like, just pulling that off. I was like, why does the world record not use it? And then the next day I say, oh, now they're starting to use it. So I was like, oh, hey, I started using something before the world record did.
Yeah, no, honestly, that is a phenomenal start. Hopefully he and some of the other players don't try to go overboard at the later section of the course and just try to lock in a time.
Yeah, because there is one shortcut toward the end where you can do after the second to last glider, you can wall ride the left wall and then bounce off a pole to cut off one of the final turns to get like a half second, maybe full second time save.
You know, that launch close to the end is really insane. I mean, given the opportunity, I would definitely be on to try it. I've yet to practice that, but it looks like a really fun cut to go for.
Yeah, it is absolutely fun. Some time ago, I actually was playing a clan war with my team, and I went for that cut, but it ended up falling at the last second, but I threw 2 red shells at the enemy in first place, that way my teammates behind could actually overtake them. So it was like, I took one for the team! Go on without me!
You'd love to see it.
Alrighty, it looks like Triss will be the first one coming in with a time to the board. Looks like they'll be coming in with a 4:11. And looks like Salty's also going to be coming in with a time very quickly. So we got the first set of times coming in 4 minutes in, because, you know, it's Rainbow Road.
Yep. Alright, let's drop a quick ping for 8 minutes left on the clock for this.
Yep, Salty with a 2:15, alright, 4:15, and 2:15 on Rainbow Road is like, how the fuck did you do that?
What is it, Makawoohoo strat.
True. And Shellshock coming in with a 4:29.
That, or maybe they bribed the Toad who was conducting that train. Hey, could you just get me to the other side of this map? Sure.
Yeah, or they just did the Rainbow Road, like, gap jump, like in the 64 version, because, like, these 2 Rainbow Roads are similar. They go on for way longer than they need to be.
True.
Alright, Iceberg entering the final lap of Rainbow Road. We'll see if they end up going for the pulse strat or just settle for the initial time they got there, because with that wall ride at the start, that definitely gives them an advantage over the other players, especially while using Wiggler on the bullet card, because that extra speed over time is really going to add up. Alright, here comes the moment of truth. Will Ice go for the shortcut here? Does it?
Chris just barely misses the cut at the first section there.
Oh no.
At the end of the first section.
Yeah, Iceberg is opting to play it safe there, just use the mushroom on the shortcut there.
Totally valid.
Giving grace, it was earlier in the race at least, so they didn't waste too much time.
Yeah, because if you mess up like late into the course, that's just a whole 3 to 4 minutes you just lost there.
I think that's just going to be everybody's, pretty much just like everybody's focus or approach to this one. Just be aggressive at the start, a little bit more conservative closer to the end.
Yes, and now we have Iceberg with a 4:10. That puts them into the lead on Rainbow Road.
Alright, let's see actually where is everybody else at on this. Ooh, okay, so Triss is not far behind, less than a second back.
There's a new shortcut that was discovered recently, like at the start of the space station section. Like right where the path splits, you can actually do a really wide drift and then come back in and cut off and then the turn and land onto the opposite path, which is a bit tighter once you once the high speed section starts, and you can like get a bit of a time save there.
Oh wait, you were talking about this? Wait, I'm sorry, I was like looking at some of the other POVs and such. You were talking about that cut that's right after the water section, right?
Not the water section, like at the start of the space station section.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that there was a major cut there. I knew about that one major jump after the water section before you get to the space station. You could just like, I think if you use a mushroom, you could just like leap from one part of the road to the next and just skip one of the tight turns.
Yeah, that one's, definitely a huge cut. And then this other one I was talking about, I think was just discovered recently, so I think it might be some time before the world record implements it, but I'm definitely curious to see if they'll end up using it. Looks like Iceberg is really getting down the... Oh, no, they fell off there.
A little too low.
Yeah, but they're getting pretty consistent at, like, getting onto the wall there, so if they can just, yeah, keep doing that, they can definitely keep them ahead of the competition there, because that's, like, a good, like, maybe 0.3 of a second save over just drifting through that turn normally.
3.5 minutes. Just under the time needed to actually finish up a lap, so everybody's probably going to be starting up their last runs before we do the 40-minute run back.
Yeah, Rick is currently on the finishing up the Star Cup of the Grand Prix, and with the time with 40 minutes left to revisit any track, I think it just might be worth just taking the loss on Rainbow Road and just focus on optimizing the other courses, because that like handful of points is not going to mean much over like getting more points from the other tracks you've already been able to play.
That's very true. Sometimes it is definitely important to know when to call it quits on a certain course. You might not win that course, but it might be more optimal to take a chance at multiple courses.
Yeah, take one loss here to gain more elsewhere. Alright, Shellshock coming in with a 4:26, and Salty is getting ready for the revisit. Alright, Triss coming in with a full 20 coins, coming into the finish line. Think they might be able to get a time save here, potentially, with a 4:10.5. I think Iceberg's just ahead with a 4:10.1, I believe.
Oh wait, 4:10. Wait, isn't that like neck and neck with Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, Iceberg and Triss are very close on Rainbow Road.
Yeah, like 14 milliseconds. That is crazy. All right, we're getting down to the last minute.
Yeah, everybody's just getting ready for the transition to the final section of today's tournament, where they'll have 40 minutes to revisit any of the 15 courses that have been played today. So they can go back and try to get more optimizations wherever they feel. So we'll see different choices from different players.
Oh, Rick? Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, Rick still doesn't have the course yet. I was about to say, oh, he doesn't have a time yet.
Yeah, I think they're just getting ready to, do the revisit tracks. Yeah, they do not have enough time to, unlock Rainbow Road at this point, so it's better just to go and re-optimize your courses on the, tracks that are already unlocked at the start.
Alright, down to 20 seconds. 15 seconds.
Yeah, it looks like Rick's getting ready to revisit Peach Beach first. And it looks like Shellshock and Iceberg will be on Rainbow Road for a little bit longer.
That's gonna be it. 40-minute run back start now.
Alrighty, 40 minutes to revisit any course you like. Rick's going with Peach Beach to start out, and we'll see where Salty and Triss go. We got Iceberg and Shellshock still finishing up their last runs of Rainbow Road. And in the meantime, let's have a look at the standings and what they look like right now. So, where are we on the standings? Looks like Triss is ahead by 11 points on the leaderboard, with Iceberg in second with 155, Salty in third place with 125, Matt's still in fourth place despite not being able to make it today with 65 points, right behind Shellshock with 65, so they're actually tied in points, with Rick not too far behind at 57 points.
If Shell can overtake Rick in more times than vice versa, Rick overtaking Shell, then Shell could take fourth place here.
Yeah. And then let's have a look-see at those times, because I think I saw that, it was like really close on Rainbow Road. Yeah, it's like 0.2 of a second difference between Iceberg and Triss. So yeah, Iceberg had a 410.3 and Triss had a 10.5. Anyway, back to our feeds. Let's see what tracks our racers are opting to go for. So Triss is going back to Rainbow Road, with Salty going back to Salty Speedway. It's almost as if their home track, 'cause it's also salty.
I was kind of expecting Salty to try and come back for this one, yeah.
It was incredibly close. If they could just clean it up, so I could definitely see them beating first on the track.
Yeah, let me bring back the results for Salty. So bring that up and let's see what the current standings are for that track. It was... yeah, close to the start. So, for Salty Speedway... yeah, Salty is like, 0.3 of a second behind Toon Triss on that course, so they can just like get like one shortcut, one strat over Triss, and that'll be enough to put them into the lead on that course. Looks like Iceberg coming in.
Oh wait, yeah, Iceberg overtaking Triss, I think, on Rainbow Road there.
Yeah, with a 409. Looks like Rick got in.
That is going to be huge for the point totals. Actually, that's going to make it a lot closer. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I think Rick got a time save over their previous time on Peach Beach. Looks like Rick's opting to revisit Cheap Falls. We do have a full 40 minutes, so the racers could revisit any number of different tracks that they've gone for. So we'll see how the choices change throughout the last half hour of our tournament.
Oh, actually, you know, I know why Iceberg is coming up with what's it called? Much less time than Triss. It's because they still don't have a time on Bowser's Castle.
Oh yeah, very true.
Yeah, and with that in mind, Iceberg only has, well, from the spreadsheet here, he's only getting 2 points from that. So if he just gets a decent score, that's like, he could take second and then possibly overtake Triss. So that's 5 more points. So if he does decently well, he'll shoot himself up to 160. And an overtake would put him at 161 to Triss being at 165. So it could still be very close if Iceberg can pull some stuff up on that one. I know he's put in a lot of work on that, so looking forward to see how he adjusts on that.
Yeah, he is going to start out with Choco Mountain at first, so hopefully he does get a chance to go back to Bowser's Castle to get a time on the board, because, yeah, if he doesn't have any time on the board, that's definitely not going to give him the points he needs to overtake Triss.
Yeah.
Triss did get a new record on Rainbow Road at the 409.8. And...
wait, Triss got a 409.805.
409.805. So, did that overtake Ice?
Even closer. Very close, 0.2 of a second.
Oh, okay.
Sheesh. I know you get those extra points, but you also gotta consider, like, is it worth the time investment?
Yeah, 'cause 4 minutes is gonna be, like, 1/10 of the extra time you get for this part of the competition, so it's something you gotta weigh the risks of.
I do think to some extent, at least in the current positions, Triss might be able to afford to have taken the risk for a little longer, given that they do have the 11-point lead, but once Iceberg does get to Bowser's Castle, he might end up turning into a different story.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how that shakes things up. And Salty still has a say in who's going to win this entire thing.
Yeah, because they've been creeping up on a couple courses to claim some of those top spots, so that'd be a big difference. That'll make a big difference between Triss and Iceberg's point totals at the end. Because if you can snag a spot over somebody else, you not only gain points for yourself, but you also take points away from the other player.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like we got Triss and Shellshock going back to Acorn Heights for their revisit for now.
Okay, so we got Triss on Acorn Heights. Actually, Triss and Shellshock both on Acorn Heights, yeah. Meanwhile, Rick and Salty both tackling some water courses.
Triss is now a second ahead of their Ghost, so that can definitely give them a big edge on Acorn Heights. Ooh, Rick getting sent wide by the water physics, which is, yeah, very wonky. I don't blame him for that.
Okay, yeah, I see Iceberg wanted to go for that charge jump for the shortcut on Choco Mountain.
Yeah, with the level of precision required for that, like, even with the extra time we get from our extension, I'm not sure if that'll be worth going for, because, like, you're having to learn a whole new strat within a very limited time frame.
Sometimes pressure can can do that for you.
Yeah, pressure can bring out the best in people.
Okay, 32 minutes, 1/5. Okay, so we're 1/5 of our time is up. We're down to 32 minutes.
32 minutes to go. Triss unfortunately messing up the shortcut there, but able to get a mushroom boost, opting to restart there.
Oh wow. Okay, Mike in my chat. Maple, I'm in shambles that Triss beat my Rainbow Road record. I was beating him by like half a second, and they got a 4:09.
Oh,
sheesh. Yeah, so like I was just saying, like sometimes like events like these can just like bring out the best in some people.
Yeah, 'cause, like, I mean, a lot of these competitors did have like times before the tournament started, but we're already seeing them like beat their own times and like bringing those times even further down.
Yeah, no, Mike, I'm looking forward to seeing you tackle that. Like when I've actually done this one other time in the past. This is technically the Matter of Time Tournament 2, because I did this once before with my buddy MMG Mike in the chat, as well as our good friend Matt Bigfat, who couldn't make it tonight. And the Epic Man World, we actually raced through all the courses in the Booster Course Pass and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe to see who could get the best score.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, so it was a really good time. I ended up winning, but it was really tight between Mike and myself, and Matt and Epic weren't that far behind either.
Nice. Yeah, I do really like the concept of like a time trial competition, because yeah, like time trials, you get like unlimited attempts like over unlimited time to get your best time, but like if you just take away that, if you add in a time limit to that, it just definitely makes a more different dynamic with the time trial mode.
Yeah, I know. And yeah, no, Mike, like what you were saying, and like what I was saying before, just like events like these, like really can just bring out a lot of improvement in people. Like especially when you're doing it together, like with friends, you guys can just kind of communicate and just have fun with it. So you can just kind of keep it going. It's like when you go for a workout, like at the gym or something. It's always better when you do it with a friend.
Yeah, and you push each other to improve. Looks like Shellshock got a time save on was it, I think that was Acorn Heights, so now they're making a switch over to another track. And Iceberg is going to Bowser's Castle now, so now this is definitely, the run we want to see.
Yeah, this is lock-in time for Iceberg. This could be a major turning moment in this entire competition if Iceberg can get one good run on this.
Yeah, let me bring up the scores for Bowser's Castle, real quick.
Oh, so wait, Salty getting a 208.805. Does that put him in first? Because that was a new record for him.
Ooh. So
yeah, Salty takes first in Salty Speedway by a pretty good margin.
Oh yeah, that's a huge 2-second lead over Triss.
So that's actually 1 point less for Triss, which means Iceberg is inching a little bit closer.
Yeah, close. That point gap's getting smaller. And looking at Bowser's Castle, yeah, Triss has a 232 on the board for this course, so if Iceberg can beat that, they can get even more points over Triss.
Okay, and then meanwhile, Matt still... Well, technically Matt is still tied with Shellshock. I think just for fairness sake, if there is a point time between Matt and Shell, I will give it to Shell since, you know, Shell's here for the second night and competing in this one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But hey, Rick could play spoiler for Shell, honestly. If Rick can overtake Shell on any one of these courses, Matt will still hold on to 4th place, which is another thing to actually be keeping an eye on.
Yeah, Matt had such a big point, had such a good run in the first half, so they were able to still maintain a decent lead over some of the other players, despite not being here today.
Yeah.
Ooh, Iceberg bouncing off the wall there, but still able to make that cut on lap 2.
Okay, I see Salty also trying to make a run for Bowser's Castle.
Yeah, I think they're not too... Yeah, I think they're currently in 2nd place with a 236 or so, versus Triss's 232, so they definitely got some time to make up for, and if they can get in the way of Iceberg, that could keep Triss in the lead, so it is going to be very close on Bowser's Castle.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting dynamic. We could also see potentially Iceberg take first, and Salty also overtake Triss to put Iceberg even closer in the standings.
Alright, Iceberg entering into the final lap of Bowser's Castle. Let's see if they can land these shortcuts for the final lap. Opting to use their mushroom to save himself.
Honestly, he might not really need to go for the other cuts. He could just take the regular road for the rest of the run, and it could be enough for him.
Yeah, all he needs to do is get a 232 to beat out Triss. Oh, canceling the drift there because he knew he went too early.
He's playing it safe. He's playing it safe. Smart move. He still has plenty of time to get in another run on this.
Also, I like how he used his shroom on at the start of the lap there to save himself from falling off the edge there, because without that he wouldn't have made it. And,
right, so
yeah, this is going to be an overtake on Triss.
Triss's time was 232, and...
Iceberg is at 226.
226, damn.
Big time save.
Okay, Iceberg making moves, that's an additional 6 points. And a 1 point taken away from Triss, so... We got ourselves a match here.
This is going to be very close.
Okay, and with that last time clocked in for Iceberg is only behind Triss with the total time by like 7.5 seconds.
Yeah, 7.5 second time difference and a 7-point difference, bringing it down from 11 to 7.
Oh, actually, I'm surprised that's not that much. Did Triss overtake Iceberg on another course while we were watching Bowser's Castle?
Overtake Iceberg on Acorn Heights.
Oh.
Ah, okay. These guys are just trading blow for blow here, all the way to the finish.
Now they're just deciding which track to go to. I think what they're doing right now is looking at the spreadsheet to figure out what the next course they want to visit is.
Yeah.
Triss is going for Peach Beach. And Rick has also gone back to Dry Bones Burnout with Shellshock grinding out on Mumu Meadows.
Peach Beach is one of those courses Triss was very close to Iceberg on. It was only but almost a full second difference.
Oh.
You know, like this is a really wild finish. I can't wait to see the final scores at the end of this.
Yeah, I am very excited to see how this is going to play out. Looks like Iceberg is going to go back to Choco Mountain. They started grinding this out at the beginning of the bonus time, so they're just going back to get that time down a little bit more.
All right, we're down to 24 minutes. 2/5 of our time is up now.
Yeah, Salty is still going for Bowser's Castle. If they can land some more shortcuts than like Iceberg, they could overtake and It probably won't make a difference in the standings between Iceberg and Triss if they get first place, but, like, it brings them a little bit closer. But if they get second, then that could make a difference, since one player will have 2 points over the other.
Alright, it's been a very long night. I'm gonna take these pretzels, but I just hope the bag doesn't take up too much of the mic.
It's all good. Noise suppression makes a big difference.
That is true. That is true. Apologies if there's any bit of a late night ASMR on this.
Yeah, get all the ASMR. I mean, I've got some, like, I got a Panda Express spam email next to me that I use for meal prep throughout the week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got 2 lots of orange chicken, 1 bit of teriyaki chicken, and 2 lots of chow mein.
Oh my god, I've never seen that before. Salty went for the rail at the start of Bowser's Castle, and he hit the bottom of it.
Oh, that's crazy. Iceberg is about a little bit ahead of his Ghost. Yeah, I think he's racing against his own Ghost just so he has a better idea of, like, how much he's optimizing on his times.
Ooh, okay, D-pad got the rail shortcut going. Yeah, no, but they gotta take full advantage of that lava cut at the end of Dry Bones Burnout.
Yeah, I've been seeing some of them like go like not fully commit to the shortcut, but the mushroom boost does last long enough to get you across the lava, so you just gotta like fight the nerves and just power through that lava.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Triss is going to be getting a time save over his Ghost on Peach Beach. They are ahead.
Okay, very nice.
Getting a 146.6.
They were able to cut their time down a little, but it's not quite where Iceberg is.
Okay, so a little bit more point optimization there.
Very nice.
Perhaps a combo switch could potentially be the key to getting that time save, but do they want to get used to a new handling on a different cart? Oh, and Salty almost, yeah, messing up the cut there. Just getting at a weird angle.
Okay, we're getting down to about the last 20 minutes.
Halfway there! And looks like Iceberg brought their time on Choco Mountain down to a 2:13. Let's have a look at the standings again, because with Iceberg getting a time save, did they gain any more points? Yes, the point difference is now 5 points between Triss and Iceberg. They're at 159 with Triss at 164.
Oh, Ice is inching slowly ever closer.
Yeah, and it looks like some time saves in other courses have put Shellshock 2 points behind Matt, so there's still possible for Matt to maintain that 4th place over Shellshock.
Okay, so Rick definitely overtook Shell on something here. It might have been Dry Bones Burnout here.
We got Triss switching over to Dino Dino Jungle, with Iceberg making the switch over to Dandelion Depths.
Oh, okay, so, Salty almost had it, just didn't have enough forward momentum. Yeah, Clark, Triss beat Mike's record. Like, competition like this just brings out the best in people sometimes. It's been pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Like, Clark, take a look at the spreadsheet. Triss and Iceberg are going blow for blow here in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, because at the start of the bonus time, Triss is ahead by 11 points, but now that point gap is down to 5 points.
Yeah, no, Clark, it's been going really well tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Like, thankfully, setup went pretty smoothly, and yeah, no, everybody's really been going hard into this.
Alright, looks like Triss might be ahead of their... Yeah, Triss is ahead of their Ghost on Dino Dino Jungle, so we'll see if that ends up being enough of a time save to gain some points.
Oh yeah, 100%. Menkalor, if you're ever down for it, you're always free to join us for for a Mario Party Madness session. Like, it'd be great to have you if you're ever down for it.
Yeah, I'd be down to join, because yeah, I've been enjoying the vibes around here. It's my first time, I didn't really know about the Mario Party Madness crew until Triss told me all about you guys, so it's definitely been having a lot of fun, so I'd definitely be down to join in some more events like this.
Yeah, no, just like always down for a good time. Like, we don't take these things like super seriously, you know, just trying to have a good time, do it for charity, and, you know, in this case, just try to get better at the game while having fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a look at how everybody's doing with the, actually, we're getting down to about 16 minutes left. I'll ping them at 15. Let me see how everybody's doing with the incentives, actually.
Yeah, because we've increased it to 20 seconds within the world record, so it's potential for donations to go through.
Oh, wow, okay, yeah, Peach Beach is absolutely crushed, so that's another $5. Salty, not quite. There are a couple who didn't make it, but again, I did make a stipulation. If at least one person gets in there, I'm going to throw in another $1 for the pledge, so we got that going for it. Okay, just barely everybody cleared for Dino Dino. A few stragglers for Great Block. Alright, Cheap, not quite everybody. Dandelion Depths, not everybody. Boo Cinema. Okay, everybody cleared Boo Cinema. And everybody cleared Dry Bones Burnout. Actually, Dry Bones Burnout, I'm actually impressed by that one, because I know Dry Bones Burnout is a pretty technically heavy course.
Yeah, very nice job from our competitors. Driving really fast to get to help us contribute to a good cause.
Yeah. Toad's Factory was cleared. Mario Circuit's cleared. The Mario Circuit, that one I'm not so surprised with, because there's not that much room for error, like high technique, like high level techniques.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, like we got some, we got a lot more money for the pledge for tonight. Really happy with that.
Very nice.
I do have to wonder, as we're coming closer and closer to time, if any of the competitors will think to find a course maybe they have third place on. So in Iceberg's case, maybe like Salty or Dry Bones Burnout, and then but you know, take a course that maybe they're sitting at third instead of second on, trying to save time on one of those. Sure, it may not take away, in Triss or Iceberg's case, from each other, but say if they hit maybe like a middle ground and they at least grab second place, they can at least secure an extra point out.
Yeah, no, just like shore up your defenses, so to speak.
Yeah. I think Iceberg is about to get another time save on Dandelion Depths. They are ahead of their Ghost. That looks like a half second, maybe full second time save on them for a 2:28.
Ooh, he's gonna give them first time Dandelion Depths.
Oh, that makes that point gap go down a bit more. We got Shell Shock going against Triss's time on Boo Cinema.
Okay, we're down to 14 minutes left.
Yeah, Yep, looks like Salty's switching out of Bowser's Castle, making a switch to another course. They have been there for a while, so definitely a good call to make a track switch. Triss has switched over to Choco Mountain.
Mike apparently killed it back. Good shit, dude.
And Salty's going over to Question Block Ruins. Alright, let's have a look at these standings. How does it look now? Oh, the point gap is closer, now at 4 points between Triss and Iceberg. And looks like Rick is catching up to Shellshock, which is also taking points away from Shellshock overtaking Matt. So we may see Rick get the overtake on Shellshock here.
We have two very exciting races going on here. I couldn't have asked for a better finale to this one.
Because, yeah, it's not just about the top two, but it's always the stories in, like, all the other spots. Where are the potential overtakes that are gonna happen? That's the fun part of these competitions, just looking for the storyline.
Mike, that comment out of context, like, if none of us, like, if that was said, if that comment was shown to us before we even knew that Mario Kart World was a thing, like, you would be like, what the fuck does this mean? Mike was saying, Triss's Cataquack build is kind of nasty. That might be my future cow build. Cow build? What are you talking about? Alright, I see Salty kind of taking the safer route, getting some coins on the bottom section for the first lap. Oh, just cleared it.
Yeah, Iceberg revisiting Burnout.
Okay, so for this one, okay, so Salty's going for one that Iceberg is in the lead on, and of course, I imagine Bones Burnout, Triss has that one.
Looks like Triss is gonna get a time save on Choco Mountain, down to a 2:14. I don't think that's enough to overtake Iceberg, because I think they had a 2:13 on this course.
Honestly, just the fact that Iceberg pretty much locked in Mumu Meadows and Bowser's Castle, that does give like a little bit of comfort at the late stage of this game.
Yeah, because he's got like a 6-second time difference on Bowser's Castle and like a 7-second time difference on Mumu Meadows, so it's like, yeah, the competitors are like, that's gonna be a big gap for me to like overtake them, so I just stick with other courses.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
You have to wonder, I do see Iceberg on Bone Dry Dunes, which, if I remember correctly, was one of the ones they had third on. If they're able to take first for that course, it could cut the, I believe, 4-point gap down to a 1-point gap between...
Oh, yeah, because they'll do 2 more, Triss drops 1, so yeah, no, that could be really insane.
Yeah, 1 point difference.
Imagine if Salty comes back to that and takes second.
Shellshock making the switch over to Cheap Balls.
And also, Salty's run on Great Block Ruins could also make or break this for Iceberg or Triss. If they take second and stick with that, that's another point gain for Iceberg, and they are tied.
Very true.
But if Salty just overtakes both of them, then, you know, no difference, but Salty does get a little bit closer.
It's interesting how like a player, like, not necessarily getting first place, but second place makes a big difference for the standings. By the way, chat, if you want to donate to a good cause, feel free. I've dropped the donation link in chat if you guys want to donate to CHOP, which is the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. So this event is to also help raise money for that. So donate to a good cause, click the link, and help out.
Yeah, all donations, no matter the size, are greatly appreciated. And again, if you donate enough, you could be put into a raffle for a Switch 2. And also, just You'll also be making us spin a wheel to make some of the future Mario Party Madness sessions that much crazier. Definitely worth the watch.
Ooh, we got some new times coming in with a 2:18 on Burnout for Iceberg and a 2:16 on Acorn Heights for Rick.
Ooh, wait, so Rick? Where does that put Rick on that one? Okay, I think that might have put Rick ahead of Shell, so Shell might be dropping another point after that one. Oh my goodness, Rick is 1 point behind Shell.
1 point difference between Rick and Shell.
Okay, we're down to 8 minutes left. Okay, we're down to the time that we've already been affording for each of the courses one at a time. 8 minutes left in this competition. Anything can still happen.
Yeah, and looking back at our standings, it is still a 4-point difference between Triss and Iceberg in the top two, with bottom two between Shock and Rick, with 1 point difference. So there's very, very close competitions going on here.
$50 eShop card on the line here. Triss is in the hot seat right now, but Iceberg is nipping at their tail right now. They are very close right now.
Looks like Rick's going for Bowser's Castle.
Okay, so and I noticed Shell is sticking with cheap falls. Shell, yeah, if Shell can improve on that, Shell could overtake Rick there.
Yeah, let me bring up the times. It's big. Alright, so from Lightning Cup over to Special Cup. Yeah, Rick is only, like just about a second ahead of Shell Shock there, so it's still a chance for them to catch up and overtake them.
Oh, actually, technically they are tied. Because Matt's not here, and, well, then again... No, actually, no. No, never mind.
I was about to say, like, how does that make them tied?
Actually...
Oh, Triss got a 213.6 on Choco Mountain. What did Iceberg get on Choco? Because I think he also got a 213.
Okay, I think... Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's still very close between them on Choco.
It's like we've got 5 minutes. If there were a time to give Rainbow Road a try, it would be now. You'd get 2 tries, but...
Yep.
It's a hard commitment.
Triss is switching courses. Where will he go next? Going over to Dandelion Depths to challenge Iceberg's time on there. Iceberg getting...
Where's Iceberg? 215?
Yeah, Iceberg got a 215 on Burnout.
That is gonna bump him into first.
Oh, we have an overtake.
Oh my goodness. What does that do with the scores? 1 point and 1 second behind. Can Iceberg pull this off in the last 5 minutes?
5 minutes to make 1 point difference.
Or can Triss hold on? I know Triss is just playing their heart out right now. They've been doing so well on all these courses too. Seriously, props to both of them. These guys are both fantastic at this game.
Yeah, they've been fantastic, and they're just picking up on brand new strats, because we've been seeing, like, they've had a lot of ghosts before the tournament started, but, like, we're seeing, like, those times just keep getting lower and lower, so,
Yeah, the adaptability.
Yeah, and I bet when they go and play these courses again, it's like, oh, I remember these strats from when I did the Matter of Time competition, so I'm gonna be more prepared this time. Alright, Iceberg is switching courses over to Salty Speedway. Because I think Salty has the lead on that one.
That was an interesting cut that Rick was attempting at Bowser's Castle. I haven't seen that before.
Wouldn't quite catch that one.
So like right after the portion with the rail that you would typically take that first cut, he takes the regular road, and on that first bump coming out of that little tunnel section, he tried making a mushroom leap onto the wall. You could see.
Oh, I see what he's doing. Yeah, that's like a safer version of the the turn cut. And I think there is a rail on top of that wall, which can get you like better alignment. Okay, Iceberg landing the pull bounces on Salty Speedway. If he can land that all 3 laps, he can probably get the overtake on Salty and get that lead over Triss. Because let's look at the standings for that particular course.
Yeah, I will wait until the last minute to ping them again. I don't want to ping them too much and get in their head.
Yeah, Iceberg is in 3rd place on Salty. He's 7 seconds behind Salty on this course, and 5 seconds behind Triss. I mean, all he's got to do is overtake Triss, and that would give them the overtakes, if I'm doing the math correctly.
And meanwhile, Triss is trying to overtake Ice on Dandelion Depths. It's extremely tight. Yeah, Shell's been like really clawing away at Cheap Falls. I don't think they've been able to improve on it enough to overtake Rick there.
Yeah, they're gonna have to look for another track to maybe get a last-minute time save over Rick.
Alright, 1 minute left.
1 minute
all
to go.
Coming down to the wire.
Quick, start up Rainbow Road!
That would be your chance.
Yeah, if these guys want to do one more redo, they have that opportunity for the next about 50 seconds.
Imagine if someone just starts on Rainbow Road within the last 10 seconds, like, oh, technically I can still do it, because it's, you know, you can complete your run after the time ends.
Would be a cutesy fun way of keeping your extra time in the limelight.
I think Shellshock is just opting just to stick with the times they currently have.
Alright, 15 seconds. I think this will probably be Iceberg's last run here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, yeah, no, I think this is pretty much just everybody's last run.
Yep.
I think Shell's pretty much done for the competition. That's it. That's time.
Yep, Shell's done. Salty's gonna come in with a time for Question Block Ruins. Let's see if that's a new record for them. 2:14.
It is a new record, 2:14. Where does that put them? Wait, I think that puts them just behind Iceberg. Oh my god, he actually ended up between Iceberg and Triss. That might actually put Iceberg in the lead.
That could change everything. Triss has still got one more run on...
Iceberg is in the lead by less than a second.
Yeah, and Iceberg...
Wait, actually, hold on a second. No, actually. I know the standings show Iceberg in first, but the tiebreaker is the total time, and Triss does lead Iceberg by less than a second.
Triss is about to finish up their last run on Dandelion Depths along with Rick on their final lap. Iceberg is getting one more run of Salty in, so that could potentially be a last-minute overtake for Iceberg. Ooh, Triss almost taking that turn too tight. Making a bit of off-road there, which I think maybe costs them time.
He makes the cut. Oh, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be Triss's last attempt. So it all comes down to this: can Iceberg improve their time enough to break that 1 second gap? It literally comes down to less than a second for Iceberg.
Boosting through the shortcut here, getting a nice drift, maintaining that. Rick's also getting another time in for Bowser's Castle. Is that a new record for them? Yes, it is, at 2:37. Alright, so that leaves Iceberg left. Getting the shortcut up top, eating some off-road. Can they land the rail landing? Got it! Jumping off there. Nicely landing the pole. Misses the other tree.
But that's totally fine. We're coming up to the last corner.
One last shortcut here. Getting the double trick in the water. Ooh, bumping the wall slightly and the pole, but still maintains the drift.
That's fine. It's gonna be
211.
So close. 211. Okay, where does that put him?
Alright.
Banana cup. Salty. 211.
211.
Oh, that bumps him up. That bumps him up like 4 seconds. That's it. Iceberg takes it with that.
Yep. And then gotta wait for Iceberg to enter in that result, and then I think...
Yeah, no, the scores are updated. Iceberg takes it by 3 seconds.
Yeah, 3 seconds. They were tied in points, but the tiebreaker comes down to the total time, with Iceberg 3 seconds ahead of Triss to take the win for Matter of Time number 2.
Congrats to Iceberg. Seriously, both Iceberg and Triss were playing so hard on this one. Same goes to Salty. Salty was really making a push for a lot of those courses too.
Yeah, big congrats to Salty as well for making that big push and getting all the points they can.
Yeah, I know. And Rick just barely came up short on Shell Shock with the overtake, but he made it very close.
Yeah, there's a close battle between those two.
Okay, yeah, no, so I think we can head on over to the other chat, yeah, and just announce the winner.
Yep, let's go on over to the other VC.
Yep.
I've been gripping my controller.
Gen 5.
Nonstop. Death gripping this bitch.
Yeah, congratulations.
Every other Gen 5.
Do we know? Are the scores final?
Yeah, the scores are final. Of course, I will go back and check all the VODs and everything from the last 2 days.
Yeah.
But this was so close, honestly.
Oh, no.
The winner of the Matter of Time Tourney 2 is Iceberg.
What?
What
the fuck?
Nicely done.
I will accept your check in the mail because I believe this is my fault.
Wait, it's your fault? What do you mean?
Salty,
I have no idea what
Salty, I'll let you explain.
So, while we have all been going off and doing this shit, I have been just kind of playing some of the maps that I like a lot, not really paying attention, and both of the maps I played, I got a higher score than... I basically dethroned Triss in 2 different places.
Oh, well, thanks, Salty. The sleeper agent. I didn't pay him to do that!
I wasn't thinking about it, but I had to be in first on the salty Speedway map.
You know, that's
fair. I did not for my thumb. I did not want to go back to that map.
for all the people, can we how close was it?
Oh, you tell them, Michael.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So just looking at the scores, so Triss was in the lead by 11 points or so going into the last 40-minute run back, but that that takes into consideration the fact that Iceberg didn't even put in a time for Bowser's Castle yet. So once Ice put that time in and got first place on that, that boosted his point total way up. And Ice has been clawing away, I think, at a couple of courses, and Salty, some of the courses that he was focusing on, did put Triss down without placing ahead of Iceberg. So you guys finished with the same point total at 162.
Oh my god.
But Iceberg, it literally came down to that last salty run.
Did it really?
You were 1 second behind Triss, and the bump up that you got on your time in there was enough to put you 3 seconds ahead.
The buzzer beater, Salty's Speedway.
Wait,
crazy.
No, wait. Did you try and beat my Salty Speedway time, you son of a bitch?
No.
And you failed. Embarrassing.
I was trying to... man, listen. Wow, what the...
Yeah, no.
I don't even have any words. I knew it was close, but that close?
I could not have asked for like a better finale to this event. Let me put a screenshot of the final score.
Honestly, okay, so my thought process was like, listen, I like pulling off cool stuff in this game because it's really fun, and I was like, you know what, I just want to put up a good showing and like, you know, like really like see what I can do, and like I didn't think I was gonna actually win. Triss, what a match, honestly.
I feel a little bit bad now because
a real Mario Kart rival. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no,
okay,
it's been
yourself.
good fun with
it.
That's been really fun.
Okay,
it's been
the backhand.
Oh yeah, and Salty is here too.
I will say,
piece of shit.
I headed into the tournament expecting, because like Iceberg, we've never really interacted before.
Yeah.
I expected Salty to be like my main rival through all this, so gaining more rivals in the middle of all this was honestly really fun.
No, and like everyone here, I'd be happy to play with again. Like you guys have been fantastic. Like that was such a like having someone to play with that is like that close neck and neck with you is just so much fun.
I will say,
stressful, but it's fun.
Yeah,
I am proud of myself for during the. Not during Rainbow Road, but during the 40-minute thing, I basically just went back to all the other ones where I was down by like a second to try to shave off time, and I got it down to 1 point behind Shell without having done Rainbow Road at all.
Yeah, you two were the other rivalry we were looking at.
Yeah, we had
on my screen right now. On my screen right now, I lost in Bowser's Castle by about half a second, and if I picked up that half a second, that would have switched those places in the end.
Wow.
So close.
Hold on. Did Rick get given the extra point like Matt did for Rainbow Road because they weren't able to play?
If that's the case, then Shell and I would have tied for points, and I think they would have had me on cumulative time by like a little bit.
Actually, yeah. So since Actually, I do need to update something for that one. Since you and Matt didn't really get a chance to play those courses, both of you technically get 0 for Rainbow Road.
So that'll be 2
So it's actually 1 point less on that one. I will put 0 for Matt on all the other ones for. Well, actually, technically then.
Well, we're seeing a change in the standings.
Oh, I was about to say too. Somehow Matt actually managed to beat both Shell and I despite not even being here for the second day, which almost still happened anyway.
The time trial that is so.
Well, actually, no. Technically, actually, I'm hold on. I'm not actually gonna do it that way. Actually, because technically, then, if I do that, then I would have to decrease all your points to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for all the other ones.
Oh, based off of the first day stuff.
I see.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep all of those there. Sorry, Matt. Sorry for the jump scare. But I will just leave you at 1 point, Rick, just to match with Matt on Rainbow Road.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And let me just run a time for Rick.
Baffled.
That's so funny. No, Shell would have beaten me on cumulative time, though. Not by much, by like 15, 20 seconds.
Excuse me for just a second.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think
I put in the extra 30 seconds for Rick, so I basically just gave you Shell Shock's time and added 30 seconds.
Sorry.
Oh.
I have like. Maybe I should wait till Ice gets back because I need to get off how specific this had to go for this.
Spoilers.
Right. So
that's what it's all about, man.
No, so great question, Block Ruins, right? I beat Triss's time, but I didn't beat Ice's time by a 300th of a second.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if I had beaten Ice's time, Triss would have still won because Ice would have been down a point as well.
Sorry,
but
I'm just noticing why I said to step away.
We were bugging out when we saw that you landed right there in between the two of them.
I didn't even realize it until I had really thought about how close it was, and I flicked between the like cups and saw their points, and I was like, hang on a second.
Oh,
I can't believe I just ice bragging rights. I'll get. Honestly, I should have just sold.
Well, it made for some interesting content. Made for a very interesting competition.
Yeah, no, for real. Okay, so just real quick, let's tally up where we got with the chop pledge.
Oh yeah.
So how much did we get? So going back to like the first cup, so everybody cleared Mario Brothers Circuit, so that's $5. Crown City, that's another $1, so that's $6. Whistletop Summit, $7. DK Spaceport, $12. Everybody cleared that. Desert Hills, $13. Shy Guy Bazaar, $14. Wario Stadium.
Hello. Sorry, I'm
15.
back. We just got a pretty big raid.
I was gonna say, I just noticed that. Like, holy shit!
Yeah, no, Smom's
great. On that.
We've done stuff together before. She's amazing. Everyone should go follow Small now.
Sick.
Nice.
All right. So sorry if I missed anything. What were you saying, Maple?
Oh no, I was just tallying up where we got with the chop pledge. So like when you guys get within 20 seconds of the record. So see, Sky High Sunday. So I'm up to $23. Warrior Shipyard, $24. Koopa Troopa Beach, 20. Well, actually, no, it's 29. Everybody cleared that. Far Oasis, that's 30. Peach Stadium, 31. Peach Beach, let's see, that's... Oh, everybody cleared that, so that's 36. Salty Salty, 37. Dino Dino, just barely everybody got that, so that's 42. Great Block Ruins, 43. Cheap Cheap Falls, 40. Yeah, 44. Let's see, just 45, 40, 50 from Blue Cinema. Everybody cleared that. Everybody cleared Dry Bones Burnout. That's 55. Mumu Meadows, 56. Choco, 57. Toad's Turnpike, 58. Bowser's Castle,
Factory.
59. Oh, yep. Acorn Heights. Ooh, just barely. That's 64. Mario Circuit, 69. And Rainbow Road, $70. You guys hit $70 for the pledge.
Can you donate one less dollar for the fun of it?
But we've got to do this for charity. I don't want to donate less. All right, but yeah, no, congrats, guys. Like seriously, like out of a potential $150, you guys hit nearly the halfway mark, which is still really impressive. That everybody got within that range of the world record for so many courses.
That's exciting. Honestly,
that is amazing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and
that's
honestly,
awesome. And big props to you, Maple, for the donations.
No, seriously, like I wanted to like have like a special event just to kind of like celebrate like all of us playing Mario Kart and just like celebrate just everything that we've been able to do together, part of the Madness crew throughout the year, just like raising nearly $4,000. I think we're at like about 3,600, so now we're gonna be about like 3,650 after I put in this $70 donation.
Nice.
That's huge, man. And I think it goes without saying, thank you, Maple, for hosting this tournament. And
thank you, Maple.
I didn't know
100%.
really what to
Thank you,
expect,
Maple.
but I think, if I may, I think it was a smashing success.
Thank you, Maple, for not competing and letting me get third. Because, maybe because with how tired I am, I sure as shit wasn't beating you as well.
No, but seriously, though, thank you for hosting
don't
Maple.
count yourself short. Who knows?
For real, it was like the amount of work
I'm
to
so
go into
tired,
something like this. It's like, Jack, can we get some like love from Maple, please? Everyone, please go and check out Maple.
Here.
Seriously, like.
Nah, thank you guys so much. It's like I always thought that this would just be like such a fun idea, just to kind of like have everybody play together and prove Mario Kart together. And like, of all the games to try this out in, I mean, I had a lot of fun with Mike, Matt, and Epic doing this in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe a while back, a couple years ago. But like, seriously, like this game just takes it so high with like the skill ceiling and all the different strats with the mechanics. I absolutely adore this game, and I'm looking forward to enjoying many more moments with you guys for the coming years.
It's okay to say we're just better.
It's great.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really wonderful seeing you guys all compete in this, and the concept of a whole concept of a time trial tournament is really, really nice, and I definitely would love to see more time trial tournaments like this being run.
And thank you for being part of this also, Mankalore, hopping into the commentate and also share it all too.
Yeah, no, seriously, Mankalore and TJ, thank you guys so much for joining me for this and just making this so much fun for just everybody involved.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for inviting me.
I will say, like, this has given me a whole new view on time trials. It's like, I never used to like them in any of the previous, like, Mario Kart games, really. I mean, this has been so much fun.
Yeah. This is...
Yeah, no. Like, just the mechanics in this game just, like, really elevate time trials so much.
It really does.
100%.
Yeah, and this sort of tournaments kind of inspire me to maybe try to, like, get, like, maybe a time trial bracket for, like, a LAN tournament or something like that.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Oh my god.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
God,
you know what? Whenever you decide to do that, definitely give us a heads up. Like, I'd be down to try and compete in that one. Like, it would be great just to like race with Ice, Chris. I know that Stacy also wanted to join us for this. Maybe maybe we can run this back sometime soon. Not immediately. Maybe we can make it like an annual thing.
Oh
Yeah,
god,
that'll be
not my
nice.
third place. Fuck.
Okay, Salty, you'll be getting your eShop card very soon.
It's not the money I care about.
Where's the money?
Where's the money?
Do you know?
Why do you think I'm here?
It's not about the money, Spider-Man.
It's about
not always
you
about the
running-
eShop points, Spider-Man.
It's about you running fucking 2 hours earlier.
Okay, all right.
God damn
Let's see who's streaming right now. Actually, hold on.
Yeah, who are we gonna raid?
I have a.
Who do you got?
Actually, I'm gonna keep streaming for a while because I've currently got 200 viewers in my chat. So.
I understand.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You know-
Okay, you know what? Let's raid the big winner.
Yeah, raid the winner.
I have to, man.
Hey,
I'm
Ice.
just saying.
Hey,
What?
hey, Ice. See me in Ultimate?
Ultimate right now. No. I will
Yeah, I
see
fucking-
you in Mario Kart World if you want to hop in. I'm gonna do some viewer games for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'd be down to join on that.
Alright, so I'll send the raid over.
Yeah, and despite saying that, I will say it was practically a tie at the end there. Seriously, between Ice
Yeah.
and
It
Chris.
really was, yeah.
You
dude.
guys were killing it.
Ugh.
Tris.
Good fun. That was honestly very good fun, and I enjoyed spending some time grinding time trials because it really is kind of like one of those things that, like, I'm always fascinated by it, but I don't feel like I get the time to do it. So having something giving me the time to do it was quite good. But man, like Iceberg, you even mentioned like some of these you didn't look at until like right away, like
No,
here
yeah, like some
at
of these
the
I didn't
tournament.
research
You look,
until like while I was doing it.
and then you like wiped the floor in some of that.
So,
Well,
what-
to be fair, I have practiced a lot because I was practicing for the other tournament that happened a few weeks ago. So, or was it a month ago?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Tris.
I do
my
regret not
sincerest
using Ghost
apologies.
on the first day. I think that would have helped a lot.
Question,
No, it's all good. I hope you
so-
still had a fun experience, Rick, and I'm looking forward to seeing
Oh,
how
totally.
you react to Rainbow Road for the first time. It's immaculate.
I have seen Rainbow Road. I have done Rainbow Road.
it's so
okay.
We did it through the online like lobby version before.
Right.
I've got to
It is
learn that
gorgeous.
Big Ship on that course.
question.
Yeah.
So, are we all rating ice?
Yeah.
I mean, don't feel
we're
down.
gonna rate into ice.
Of course.
I mean, I'm down.
I'm going.
down to play a little bit.
I'm going to do that.
Alright,
yeah,
sick.
Maple,
I mean, I'll just.
I'm gonna deafen, but Maple, thank you so much for hosting this.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, thank you,
you
Maple,
guys
for
so much for
hosting
being
this.
a part of it. You guys definitely want to check back, like when we were doing the 40-minute run back, just covering the whole thing. It was just so crazy, just like casting that.
Yeah, just the hype and like seeing the points just switch and all the different rivalries pop up. It was very, very great to watch.
That's one thing that's on my bucket list. I want to cast something like this eventually.
That great question block ruin thing. That was literally my last run of it, by the way.
Yeah.
Really?
Like after time was up.
Wow.
That's what made it so much crazier. Like I was just like, holy fuck. Okay, all right, but yeah, I know it's super late. Here, I'm gonna start up the raid.
Yeah, let's
right
get these
now
raids
into,
going.
Iceberg. But yeah, no. Again, thank you guys so much. It really means a lot that you guys were a part of this. Like, this wouldn't have been nearly as fun without you guys.
Sure, same to you,
Yeah,
Maple.
I know. I'm fucking hilarious.
I know.
Honestly, mid event if I'm not there. 0 out of 10.
We need some
That was a
flavor.
fucking blast.
For everyone that wants to
Jesus
hop in,
Christ.
I pinned the room code in my chat.
Alrighty.
All right. Okay, everybody who's watching from the multi-streams and everything, you guys have a great night. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this tournament. And yeah, I'm looking forward to potentially putting together a highlight reel of this whole thing.
Yeah, that'll be awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Just
my
leave
God,
all
that would
of
be
my
fun.
footage out.
Salty's footage here.
Like, virtual
The ang-
handshake. What a
The
match.
Anguish and self-doubt.
And that first
Nah,
Nitros,
dude,
I
you
was
were
like,
great.
"There's no way. There's no way." You were just like, you were racing so good, for real.
No, but like I mentioned, like that first half, those are the ones I had already done in time trials, and then like
I mean,
only like 1/3 of these, like Boo Cinema, I've done a lot,
mean,
but like not many others here. So there's a lot of first.
you were
time
still
for me,
racing good tonight. I didn't mean that to sound like you weren't also. Man,
No,
you
no, that's
were
fair.
racing really good. What happened?
Dang.
No.
Right,
Actually,
raid's
like-
about to go through.
Oh yeah, the raid's about to
My
go
point
through. We're getting
is,
forced
well,
through, so forcing my raid through. So take care, everybody. Bye bye.
Alright, see ya.
It definitely seems like I was consistent overall. Like